TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelican, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. So check out the Pro Shop and Who That too.
You're listening to the Pelicans post-game report on the PPR Media Network for all things Pelicans.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. Much love to the fam. Much love to the flock. And it's good to be with you on this episode, this Sunday edition of the Pelican post-game report. I am Big Q. We got my host, DC, over here. DC over here. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in the stream on this one, man.
What's up, Flocker?
It's been a while since we actually talked to the fam. We released several reports pertaining to a breakdown of a profile of the players, kind of a brief summation of the past season and an outlook into the upcoming season. So I kind of asked all of the flockers to take a look at those because they'll be trickling out as we lead up to the draft. We also have a NBA prospect series that we also are doing the same way, which will be leaking out every day leading up to the draft. So pay attention to those as well. As our first one was dealing with
Benedict Mathurin.
That's right. So we got him, and then we got others as well that we're going to cover. So be looking out for that, fam. Please feel free to hit the like button. We appreciate each and every last one of you guys for being in the stream on this one. We're going to do our very first mock draft live up in the building. So it is what it is. Boy, they getting going early, ain't they, DC?
You see them, huh? We missed y'all too. I say that.
That's a hell of a combo, man. Young MC and Lord Jamal, man. Goddamn.
Real, bro.
I don't think Young MC was about that business like Lord Jamal is, man. So whatever.
Nah, Lord Jamal, his stuff was raw. Young MC was trying to make the pop records.
Don't just stand there, Buster. All right, fam. So much love. Appreciate y'all being in the stream. Much love to the Pelican faithful. GM Kev is in the building. What's up, Josh? Big ups to you, John. Much love, John. Elite's in the building as well. Big ups. Thank you, Mike, for being up in this thing. Nardi, what's happening, fam? Appreciate you being in here. Kai is in the building as well. Big ups to the fam. All right. Much love to the rest of the fam for being in this one. And much love. All right. There you go. Much love. All right. So with that being said, fam, please hit up on the like button. And we'll cover.
Great.
And when we talking about pretty much in this stream, fam, that we'll do a mock draft live on stream and have some of the family members to kind of chime in as well in this edition of Pelican Post Game Report. So we'll do a mock and then open up the phone lines for family members to chime in on their thoughts of what's been happening up to this point. All right, big ups to your Saints Pale Nation. What's happening, fam? Go Pales. All right, so with that being said, DC.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, man, because it was interesting, man, about some of the calls that we're making. Like the thumbnail shows Benedict on there, and it shows Johnny Davis. I want to say his name. Johnny Davis is another brother there that's interesting. The thumbnail had some good players up there. Dyson is up there as well. And a lot of people think that that'll be around the three people that the Pelicans are
Jaden Ivey, man.
looking at.
Shaedon Sharpe.
If he,
Jaden
it
Sharpe.
was Shaedon
Gotta
Sharpe,
put them
DC,
up there too.
but a lot of people think that Ivy's not going to be there, and a lot of people think Sharpe is not going
And
to
they
be
might
there
be
either.
right.
So I mean, there you go. And of course, a lot of people like the
They
center
ain't
prospect.
what my drafts be saying though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, DC, some
My
of
personal draft.
your personal draft is saying
My
what?
personal mock drafts.
Okay, what are they saying? What is your personal mock draft saying? What
Well,
is you saying?
I've done several drafts and I've had
You
Sharpe fall
done several
and
drafts?
Jaden Ivey. You know,
You done several drafts?
several meaning tree,
Well,
all three of them.
several means more than one. I get you on that, but I'm saying how many which particular players I'm saying that you see that the Pelicans landing, my friend. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, if those two guys are there, I think that it's a no-brainer. The Pels would take them. But Dyson Daniels is another guy that's always right there, or he goes right after us. Benedict Mathurin, obviously. It had a few where Murray actually fell, but that was rare. You know, I did like 3 of them. One of them Murray fell. But somebody good go fall to us. So I mean, that's the most important thing. And I think the Pels are competent enough to not let it slip through their fingers. The one time we had Jaxson Hayes at 8. You know, a lot of people was wishing we did this or that. I kind of at the time, now I don't think it matters as much with CJ. I was wishing we got the young brother from Cleveland. Q, remember that? I was super high on Darius Garland. I mean, I was talking about Darius Garland 2-3 months before the draft. And he would have been right there for us at number 4, but we traded out that and got Jaxson Hayes in the kill. Hopefully, as time goes on, that'll look like a great move, but not so much now to pass up on Darius Garland. And you could have got him instead of those two guys, but we did get CJ McCullough. So if we had him, we wouldn't have CJ McCullough. So that's where it's working in our favor.
Well, things work out for a reason, DC. And like we said, with the Pelicans pick at the 8th overall pick in this upcoming draft, they're gonna get a player. They're gonna get a player, and if they're smart, like I know they're gonna be smart most of the time. I know that we're looking at a few people. Pelicans were looking at maybe a couple of combo guards. They're looking at a couple of them forwards right there, as well with some size and shooting ability and defensive ability. But depending on who goes ahead of you, Pelicans are definitely gonna land somebody that can help them there. So a lot of people talking about those guys. Of course, we know Holmgren, Smith, and what's his name? Polio. I know some of them guys, they might not be there. Ivy, a lot of people don't think he's going to be there either, DC. Keegan Murray is another guy. I don't think we end up with Keegan Murray, but possible Dyson Daniels, who've been climbing up the charts lately. Also, you talk about Shaedon Sharpe. He might not be there. Benedict is another guy that's completely, I've seen a lot of people kind of keying on. That's kind of the Pels' favorite. Also, there's mentioned the AJ Griffin thrown in there. And of course, a guy that a lot of people say, oh, no, we don't need him, but it'll be intriguing to have in this Mr. Jalen Duren. So there's a lot of
I wouldn't be mad that we got him. I mean, that'll plug a hole we know we have. We need a guy that plays better interior defense. That's, you know, if it's just even for some matchups, we need that. But, you know, that'd be a pretty expensive, I guess, way to do it, spending the 8th pick. But Kai the Great got a question that he was trying to ask.
Go ahead, put it up there, DC. Put it up there.
Go ahead and get that real quick. What if we trade up, family, to get someone like Ivy or Mathurin? We might have to package Graham or Jax along with the 8th pick in order for us to move up. I don't think we necessarily have to package any of that to move up. I mean, obviously we got to use the 8th pick, but we got so much stuff leading into the future. I mean, it depends on how they look at Graham. Do they really want Graham? Because I think that would make you have to add more assets to attach him to it. But if you give him a future pick, then I think that's more than enough to move up. And I would definitely be a fan of giving up a Pels pick if we could not give up a Milwaukee or a Lakers pick. Because at some point, I think Milwaukee just has to be unlucky with the injury history, and maybe, you know, I'm not hoping it on that brother because he's phenomenal and he's best in the game. Giannis. But if he gets hurt for a season, then I mean that looks pretty good in our odds as far as what the draft will look like in Milwaukee. But if we gave up one of our future picks, I'd be a fan of moving up. But I don't think you have to give up Jaxson Hayes. I mean, at that point, it's just throwing them in for the hell of it, and I don't see why we would do that unless we're gonna sign a big or something. So moving up, a fan of, not a fan of just throwing Jaxson Hayes away for nothing after we put all that work in trying to build him up. But Devontae Graham, adding him to it, I think it would make things even more difficult and you have to add more assets.
Yeah,
And
because
I don't think you necessarily have to get off Devontae Graham right now. People might be willing to take him on, especially if we give him some minutes and his play has, been better than last year. Maybe he's better than last year and we still decide we want to move on. Be a lot easier to trade him at the deadline, in my opinion.
Well, my thought process on it, brother Kai. Thanks for the question. First and foremost, bro, is Devontae Graham, man, is not much asking value for him right now. I mean, so you that would then add it to the logic that you had to add more capital in there just to make him more attractive to move him in there. You don't have a bad contract per annual to get him out of here. What is it, like $11 million a year? The Pelicans have their total of small guards, so that's why a lot of people pinpoint on a Graham as a guy that could possibly be a piece that they ship out, which I think he will be eventually shipped up out of here, no doubt about it. Maybe later more than early. Then of course the injury issue has a place to play with it too, and then depending on who they get. But Jose Alvarado pushing him, KLJ coming back off of injury, it'll definitely make him a piece that they put out there. But he has to play better to make it even more attractive to move him. Now we do have a ton of assets. I'm not a fan of moving Jaxson Hayes. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm not a guy proponent of moving Jaxson Hayes.
Brother in the comments said we could get Mo Bamba. What if we move Jaxson Hayes and get Mo Bamba? How'd you feel about that?
That's intriguing. That is very intriguing right there. The move that
I don't think that's the worst thing in the world we could do. Probably be more expensive.
That's what I've said. The next question I would have is what is Mo Bamba's contract look like?
I mean, people are saying like basically Jaxson Hayes re-up money, $40 million contract, but I think it'd probably be more 50, 60.
Well, DC, we know 80. That we know eventually the Pelicans are coming up on the time when they're gonna have to extend out on Jaxson Hayes, decide on what the future looks like to Jaxson Hayes. So we talked about that on the prior show, and that's what we think you might have to end up spending $10 million a year on Jaxson Hayes is to keep Jaxson Hayes here on the 4 or 5 year deal. So that's something the Pelicans they look at. But Mo Bamba, let me look at his contract, man, because that is intriguing. But
what's I like Till the legend. Till. What's up, dog?
Let me see if I can pull his
contract. What you got up there, Q?
Let me see if I can pull his contract.
I don't think he making, but maybe like wasn't he still on his rookie deal?
Yeah,
he was still on his rookie deal because he came a year before Jaxson Hayes. He actually I don't know if they played together. I think Jaxson Hayes might have got some time in with Mo Bamba, which is very interesting or intriguing that they were on the same team. I think they might have actually played together. Or maybe I'm tripping because they both might have been one and dones.
Okay, I got his contract.
What I landed?
He in the final year of his deal. So let me put it on screen right there. Hold on, let me move that comment out the way. All right, big ups to the rest of the fam. Thank y'all for being here. This is contract right here, fam. It was a 4-year, $24 million deal here. And as you can see, he's in the final year of the deal right here, and they got a qualifying offer of $10 million there, just over $10 million right there in the final. And then of course his final, and then in the behind there they have a restricted free agent there, but over $10 million DC right there this year. So an incremental climb from 4.8 to 5.6 to 5.9 to 7.5, and now this year over 10 mil. And that's just about what a lot of people are thinking when you talk about Jaxson Hayes. The money is very similar, and then of course Bamba's game, DC, as a 7-footer there who can stretch the floor. He's a little bit more, well, depending on how you look at it, I think he's a little bit more advanced than Jaxson Hayes as far as his stretch ability. He does consistently knock down that 3-point. He got a nice little stroke there. But I just like Jaxson Hayes, man. Everything that we went through and, with Jaxson Hayes to finally get him to find the proper fit for him. And you don't see bigs
Right.
like that sprint down the floor, that's fast like that block shots. And this guy's doing East Bay funk dunks and shit as a 7-foot center
Game.
in live game action, bro. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Could we be
running past wings and shit?
and then guard multiple people too, DC? He's only going to get better. So I mean,
Yeah.
are we kind of devaluing Jaxson Hayes just a little bit
I'm not
in our mind? So
I'm not with the trade Jaxson Hayes thing, because I mean, we took him for an 8 pick, right? We attempted to develop him, and I think we mismanaged that, for at least the first 2 years. Maybe that has something to do with him not, growing as fast as we would like. I mean, you get a man 3 different coaches, he finally get one where it looked like it's getting to him, and then we're seeing make a drastic difference, and now we just want to trade him. Like I'm not a big fan of that. I would understand if Jaxson Hayes is behind the scenes asking for some obscene amount of money or something, then yeah, it makes sense. But other than that, like, let the guy develop. Like, a lot of people, I don't know if they realize, but point guards and big men, they take the longest time to develop a lot of times. You see a lot of point guards that come in and be phenoms, but you don't always see that with big men, man. You might get one every 5-6 years that just come in and hit the ground running. A lot of the guys that we look at and we think are good as big men, your Mo Bambas, your what's the other guy everybody be in love with? I don't really like that much. Miles Turner, but a lot of these guys, they had to even build up to the level that they on now. Big men seem to take a longer period to develop. And I think if we get off of Jaxson Hayes and he plays amazing, we're just going to feel stupid, because he's constantly said he wants to be here. He knows he's going to turn the corner, and he wants to do it here. And if you can get a guy like that locked up for the future for a decent amount of money, as you get Mount Valanciunas going into his latter stages, I just feel like it's the perfect situation. And you got Larry Nance, who wants to be here as well and can be a perfect filler in between. And the dude can learn a lot from both of those guys. So we just got to be a little more patient, I think, with Jaxson Hayes, because he hasn't had consistent development. I mean, it's the same guy in his out interview who said, man, it's so much better when your coaches actually tell you what to do, which I think is crazy, but that's what the man said. So I don't know what the hell they were telling him for the other 3 years, but let's see what it looks like. Let's see how much more he can develop. I mean, it won't cost you anything. And if you get a guy like Mo Bamba, you moved off Jaxson Hayes again, wouldn't be upset. I get it. Mo Bamba's better defensively, but the potential of Jaxson Hayes and even his floor, I think, is higher than Mo Bamba.
Yeah, we're looking at Jackson's contract right now this year, DC. He is 6.8 against the cap, and then 23-24. You can see the qualifier offering at 9.1. So
yeah, we got 2 more years of Jaxson Hayes. Why are we in a rush to just get rid of him? I don't get it.
Right, and I think it's all about environment too, fam. When you talk about when DC astutely mentioned the 2 previous administrations were totally dysfunctional. You got a guy here that actually has a really good ability to communicate with the players. He's a solid individual. He's been through the fire with the team, has earned the team's respect, and they have totally bought in. And then, of course, you're seeing what the Pelicans were able to do on the back end of the season, where they were able to make a push into the playoffs and then cause some problems to Phoenix, showing that they wasn't scared. The Pelicans showed a veteran team acumen, despite the fact that they're littered with a lot of young, talented players. BI's progression, all of these things are happening under Willie Green. You're seeing a huge maturation of players, all in the same vein. They're all growing at the same time. Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, and Jose Alvarado, Najee Marshall. And then you see, what does KLJ look like with all that growth?
Yeah, another one that's going to surprise people.
KLJ is another
Everybody
one.
ready to write him off. He went through the same thing Jaxson Hayes went through, one less year. I mean, the youngest dude on the team. Well, we should just get rid of KLJ, get another point guard in here. I don't get it, man. Yeah. We're going to get another point guard in here that's not going to be a superstar out the box, and we're going to critique him and then want to get rid of him too, when he not excelling fast enough because they're gonna want them to excel even faster now once we start winning. So
it's one thing I realized though, DC, about some of the Pale Nation, not all of them, but the majority of the flocks is really intelligent, man. For real.
yeah,
They know what
that
they're
is true.
talking about. But there is a fringe segment
But you know,
of
it's
the
a difference
Pelican
between the
population.
flock and the fanatics, Big Q.
Oh, dude, that's why I don't like using that term. Because they got some
Yeah.
people out there that's batshit crazy, man. They thinking they playing the game like it's live or something, man. Listen, it's not live. You know, you're not gonna get away with running 8-man rotations. I told you, dump.
For the
I
whole
told you,
82, for the
I
whole
told,
82 games, how you just gonna
I,
play
t-
8 dudes? Huh?
I told them, dumbasses that, man. Well, I mean, come
Nobody
on.
ain't gonna get hurt or nothing, Q. Turn the injuries off and shit.
I told them. What planet we're living on? What planet you living on? But there's a fringe populate a segment, very small portion of the Pelican population that are batshit crazy. The team finally got some modicum of success, and they want to just ship players out and bring other players in. Why are you doing that? You are crazy. You are absolutely crazy and should be medicated as soon as possible. But then, like a lot of people don't know what the hell they talk about, man. They just be rattling out the side of their damn head. You just got to pay them no attention, man. What you got there?
But that's a great comment by Dogs, Pounds, or Us. Appreciate that comment, man. And yeah, you're absolutely right. He said, DC, I agree with you. Like when we lucked out when the Bulls was, I guess, tired of Tyson Chandler, and he was perfect for us. Yeah, they drafted him.
Yep.
Didn't know how to use him or didn't want to wait for him to develop. He came here and shit. We almost got to the damn finals with Tyson Chandler. But we then did something just as stupid. We kept him here for a little while and then just decided to let him walk. And then everything fell to shit. It didn't make no sense. He was a perfect guy to play alongside of David West and CP3, man. Them guys would have been winning for years. The Crescent City connection, I remember it like it was yesterday. And it was a perfect situation, man. All we needed was probably
shooting,
scoring 2 guard or 3 guard.
on there. Wasn't Mo Peterson on there? Wasn't he on that squad?
Mo Peterson was on there, but he wasn't all that. The real guy we had,
Peterson, he was the garbage version of it, the overpaid bullshit version of it.
Yeah, he wasn't all that.
Toronto, I think it was. But go ahead.
Our little backup point guard, I remember Pargo was the dude who was putting a lot of work in the playoffs. Man, he was opening some eyes. I always wondered what the hell happened to him. Because he left us, and I think he went overseas or something. I don't think he ever came back to the NBA.
I think he had a brother playing too. Yanero Pargo was a player, man. He was really
a baller, man. That dude was dope, man. He had a little bag on him.
Yeah, I like Yanero. But the Pelicans, and to your point there, brother, is that you look at what the Pelicans going back in history, the GM situation was always some bullshit. You know, we always had some comical GMs who didn't know what they were doing, didn't have vision. Either it was just a joke. We had the guy, I can't remember his name, kind of heavy set bald head guy that went to Detroit.
Who came from the Bulls?
No, he come from the Bulls. I forgot the man's name.
He went to the Bulls after he left us.
Did he?
Back.
Well, I know he ended up with Detroit.
Was it Garland or something like that?
Something like it wasn't Gar. So I'm gonna look it up sooner or later. I had Ali Purcell on the show. I couldn't even think about the damn man. And we know what we talking about. I could see his face. I didn't know he was bad. You had other guys that was bad as well. So, and then you had 8 years of Dale Demps. Enough said. So I mean, when we finally got a general manager in Trajan Langdon here, who knows what he's doing, who's good at finding these undrafted guys, international players, who's a very competent dude, and then you got to probably listen. The success is coming because the Pelicans have a good stock. They got a good staff of administrators who are champions, people who know how to win and will not accept losing. I mean, you've got that, you assemble that. So credit to David Griffin for putting together that staff, but just get out of their way, allow them to keep doing their jobs. It's my commentary. But outside of that, when you have solid,
that's what we're giving him credit for. When he was trying to do everything, he wasn't getting no goddamn credit.
And we were stalling it out. But now that he out the way, he letting them operate, which is what you were supposed to do, what we were documenting and saying on the show. Then you see the success come because they know what they're doing. You pick the right people, just allow them to do their work.
I'm kind of glad he did, though, Q. Because would you really have wanted the Stan Van Gundy Pels to be successful or the Alvin Gentry Pels to be successful?
Thank you, Mike. Mike
they
got it,
man. With them dudes.
There you go. Mike got it.
Jeff Bowser.
There you go. There you go.
Make you sick, huh, Mike?
Yeah, you know what, Mike, bro? You a down home Pelican, man, bro. I would have to look that dude up, bro. laughable dude, but Jeff Bowser, man, we had some of the worst GMs in the business, man, and for them to eventually, you know,
Even
get to
when the NBA ran our team, they sucked
yeah.
that GM.
Well, they said, well, I mean, you had Dale Demps running the team as the general manager when the NBA owned it. That's when David Stern said that this guy's terrible. He was the worst GM in it. That's the commissioner calling you
No,
out. That man
he
will
said
never
that
find a
during the
job.
Anthony Davis trade, Q. That's what
said
he came out and said that before he died. That's
Oh,
sad,
that's right.
man. David Stern was on his deathbed, and he made it a point to come out and say Alvin Gentry is the worst GM ever. That's some cold shit.
Dale Demps.
This man was fighting all type of health concerns and shit. He took time out his day to make sure he said that. God damn. That's crazy.
That was awful, man. But but he ain't lying though. That guy
Nah.
had 8 years here screwing stuff up. He couldn't develop players. Like Brandon Bass. Brandon Bass was a good pickup for LSU for the Pelicans. Played well. The Pels couldn't develop the man.
We let
He
him
ended
go.
up going somewhere else to
But
Orlando.
to
Utah, Orlando.
I used to watch him over there. I was like, man, why the hell we got rid of that dude? Then he went to Orlando, huh?
And then he brought him back. And then all of the crazy signings, the overpaying of Jeff Posey. Remember Posey? The overpaying of Posey, the overpaying of Solomon over the Hill. You had all these other guys that he overpaid.
Come on, Q, man. Look,
Ostic. What's the worst?
Let's do the mock draft, Q. You're making me depressed, bro.
There he is. That's the guy right there.
Oh, shit.
He stunk too. There you go. That's your thinking, Mike. I would have never guessed out. I would have never guessed. They stunk, man. But listen, I say that to say about the future of the Pelicans is so bright, baby. So bright and beautiful because we went through all that stink and that funk, and we then came to a bright spot where we have terrific administration at the top, and then we have a great coaching staff filled out there as well, and then you got great play. You can see it's functionality from the top to the bottom of the organization. And when they start winning, it's all over with. Zion Williamson will get that deal done, and then the Pelicans going to move forward and will conquer some stuff. Like I said, it's a move going on in the NBA. You'll see the Pelicans, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Minnesota Timberwolves. You'll see teams like that starting to thrive. They're on the move. And a lot of these old-ass teams like
Charlotte Hornets, they're on the way too.
That's in the East. But, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these teams that have done really well putting their squads together, these old-ass squads like the Clippers and the Lakers with broken down players and mismatched parts, they about to know how I feel like to live in the cellar for a little bit while we live up in the top echelon, up in the penthouse, baby. You've been eating filet mignon, and while we down there eating ramen noodles and shit. Now you won't get them ramen noodles, man. But maybe better make sure you get some
ramen noodles and navy beans, huh?
There you go. You see, you from Jamaica. You know how they go over there.
But man, the Lakers that lost their mind, man. Them people gonna go crazy. They think they gonna trade Russell Westbrook without trading the first round pick. I don't know what the hell wrong with them, Q. Who the hell gonna take off $47 million and you ain't giving them a pick?
They got Darvin Ham over there, and the only thing they do is gonna turn that man into a smoke ham, because I mean you could have put resurrected Jerry West and put him. Not West. Red Auerbach or somebody. You could got Red Auerbach and bring him in there and put him over the top of the team. They ain't gonna win. It's built wrong. It's built wrong, fam. It's built wrong.
Have you ever seen a team?
Away all your assets, you dumbass. But thank you.
Have you ever seen a team where the coach was the same age as the players and they were successful? Have you ever seen that shit?
I know. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that, man.
No, I ain't never
I don't think that's gonna look good till they clean house with all them old niggas.
God damn, DC. God damn, bro.
Just saying, bro.
Damn,
I ain't never seen a team where a coach was the same age as the players that were currently on the team, not the training and conditioning staff, but the actual players, and that should be successful. I haven't seen it.
All right. Well, DC, goddamn.
Gotta be a little older.
I hear you, brother. I hear
you. How you gonna coach somebody the same age as you, Q? What you gonna tell them?
Well, I said,
after we run these damn near everything you know.
They got some people out there that can do it, man. That gain their respect. It's all about being serious about it, man. You know, it's all about who you are as a person, and if you can come off as respectable, that's what it basically comes down to, DC. You know, that's pretty much what it is.
think
hold
it's
on.
the problem. I just think when you look at somebody the same age as you in the heat of the moment, you're like, man, this nigga same age as me. What the hell coach talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a disrespect thing. It's just like you don't have the experience. Like, I'm just as experienced as you. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it happened. It worked before, so it's not like it's
Where?
it
I
is
can't
rare.
think of no situations. That's why I'm asking. It was a question. I know it's funny and shit, but it was a question I'm asking because I can't think of any where that worked.
It's rare. It's rare. It's rare, but you know, it does happen. It does happen from
Okay,
time
Q
to time.
said it hypothetically happened.
It does
Somewhat.
happen from time to time. I mean, you
I
will
guess
get.
we count
I mean,
like the G League and the European League and everything.
sometimes you do get a guy here that's
Okay.
near. He might not be exactly the same age as him. He might be 3 or 4 years older than
Okay.
they are. And then you might have a guy like that does get the respect of the players. Like if
Say
if
Bill
you
Russell.
accomplish, right, of
That's a
course,
little
Bill
different
Russell.
though. I mean, he was a player coach. That's a
But
little different.
still in all, DC, you didn't say that. That's not a stipulation.
Well, I
It's,
mean,
it's
if I bust your ass in practice, you know, playing against me, I mean, you might want to
it's
listen.
not that. It's also his accomplishments, whatnot. Either if he's seen as a person that knows what he's doing, that he
Yeah.
studied up on the game. If if it's a coach that studied up on the game, or he was a former player for that team or around the league and has a reputation of knowing, it takes the time to understand and study schemes and principles. And then when he's out there, he's telling guys where to be on the. Oh, you got to be over here. Hey, get over there. Oh, that some Rondo type shit. You gonna listen to him?
You see how that happened with him and Doc Gentry. I mean, not Doc Gentry, Doc Gentry.
No, I'm saying, but Rondo took over a lot of that, and then Gentry, smart enough, yielded to Rondo because he understands Rondo.
Doc Rivers.
Rondo. No, I'm talking about Rondo and the Pelicans when Gentry
Okay.
and Rondo was together, sir. That's what
But
I'm
that
talking
shit was
about.
embarrassing though, man. He just
No,
waving Gentry. Gentry was calling players and
but
shit.
Gentry
Rondo.
Gentry let it happen because listen, he could have
Yeah,
called
no
the timeout
choice.
and brung him out. He could have called the timeout, said, listen, I'm the coach. I'm gonna sit you down. If I tell you to come out, you come out.
Not
He could
Q.
have did that, but he
The
let
whole
that
team would have
go.
rioted, Q.
No, listen, bro. I'm
These
saying
the same guys that went to press conference said they asked him something about what Alvin Gentry said. They said, "Well, I don't know what the hell he talking about." What the place said for Alvin Gentry? And
well,
you
that
think they
wasn't
was
just
gonna
that.
go for that shit?
That was several
Him
players
sitting
that did
Rondo
that.
down? Come on,
That
man.
was several different players that said stuff
Come on,
like that
man.
about Alvin
Them
Gentry.
same dudes was on the team
It
then.
was Drew Holiday, JJ Redditt said that. It was a bunch of people. Even Anthony Davis said it in his ways many times. I guess I'm playing.
I guess I'm playing center.
And I said, did y'all hear that? He didn't tell me play. Yeah, when they brought Julius Randle here after not giving DeMarcus Cousins, and then at the press conference, he said, I guess I'm playing center this year. So
Crazy.
I mean, but that old dead wood is gone, is what we're saying, and it's a new liveliness. So we understand what it is to be stank and funk, and then when you take a bath, the difference between being stanky and nasty versus being super clean and squeaky and smelling good, baby. You understand that? It's a big difference. You could tell, and trust me, they could tell too. But anyway, with that being said, fam, let's move on to DC. Let's get into this mock simulator right here, man. We're gonna start off with this because basically,
here we go.
what the show is basically about.
About to roll them dice.
We're doing NBA mock draft simulator on the stream, man, and of course, we're gonna be picking as the Pelicans. If you want do your own, the site that we utilize is called fanspoll.com//NBA/ mock draft simulator. So you guys can participate in doing your own mock as well. So we'll hit the start button on it and we'll get it twisting. All right, so here we go, DC. As it's thinking, it's got to go through the rest of its picks right there, sir. And hold on, let me move that thing on out the way.
Get the new internet package, Big Q.
Hey, bro, right. Don't be talking about my internet, boy.
I can't talk at all.
Yeah, that internet pretty bad down there in Jamaica, DC.
Well, I gotta apologize, family. It was my fault. This show ain't come out a little sooner. My damn internet wouldn't work one day.
I told the family members in one of the previous streams that you was washing your hair, so that's why we.
Oh, come on, man, get out of here. Washing my hair. Get out of here. This nonsense. You see them hairless ass people always hating.
Say, what you talking about, boy? Anyway,
if I did cut my hair, you gonna double back and be trying to get me to give it to you so you can plant it on top of your head.
Well, I don't need all that Jamaican weird hair, bro.
Y'all gonna see Q pop up with dreads one day if I cut my hair.
I
He
said,
just
nah.
gonna pop up full head
I
of hair
said,
with
I
dreads.
said, nah. DC referred me to over there to the Chinese shop to go get them bundles.
He ain't gonna go to the twisted stage or nothing. Just full blown mature dreads.
Yeah, family, how you like my luscious locks? I bought it from DC, man. He had them wrapped up. They had Chinese writing on them. They said, I was like,
Chinese writing.
I thought this was your hair, DC. I said, nah, man. Anyway, let's get it, man. Here we go. And of course, we're on the clock now with the 8th pick in the 2022 NBA draft. The New Orleans Pelicans select who? So we got what was left over, DC. We got at number 6, Dyson Daniels, the 6'6"
Okay.
combo guard available for us. Let me see if I can get this a little tall. Is that better right there? And you got Benedict Mathurin in there, DC, from Arizona. He's sitting there with the pick. AJ Griffin. Some of the guys that we talked about, Jalen Duren and Johnny Davis is one of my favorites. So this is
good
about
guys.
so you're right, DC. This is about what I anticipate having. Like if you're at the 8th overall pick right there.
Oh, they taking Dyson, bro.
Dyson Daniels, Benedict, AJ Griffin, and Jalen Duren, the big center from Memphis, which would be a statement there if they did get him. So we'll just focus on the top 2, which would be Daniels and Benedict Mathurin. Which one we going here, DC?
If I'm going off of what we think the Pels are gonna do, I would say they take Dyson Daniels. I mean, the brother was just here this weekend, all in the French Quarter. I've seen a couple of people take pictures of him. I believe they're really high on him. David Griffin was out there in that pro day where he was shooting lights out. And I think the Pels approach is similar to what we've been saying it should be. They want to find a guy they know can play, but that has a high ceiling. You know what I mean? And they're willing to help him develop. So the fact that Dyson is showing that he's capable of having that outside shot, I think it's enough to put him over Mathurin or Sohan because he kind of combines their abilities. Like you're talking about probably one of the best defensive guys in the draft. He's a natural facilitator. He wants to, pass the ball, initiate offense, and do things like that as a secondary connector, that new term. And somebody who has the potential to have a good outside shot, if not have fixed it already. And then you pair him up with Fred Vincent. I mean, you got your point guard or facilitator that you may be able to play at the forward position for your bench unit. And you could possibly start at point guard later in his career. The possibilities are endless with him. Very versatile player. Probably the highest, I guess, ceiling of those guys that are right there, because Dyson could actually be an all-star if everything kind of goes together. I don't know if Mathurin could, maybe. Davis is obviously my guy too.
I like Davis. I'm gonna be
That I
honest
like
with you,
a lot.
DC.
I would like to pick him, but I wouldn't be mad at them for getting Dyson Daniels. I think that's the direction the Pels are going. I probably would take Johnny Davis out of the guys there because just I like him. I think he comes in, he can play right now, he can be a scorer, he can give you defense. He has the mentality of our team. He kind of reminds me of Josh Hart. But
He does.
I think his offensive skill set is, in the end, it will be better than Josh Hart, if not better right now. So that's kind of my take on that. What you got?
Well, let me just preface it by saying this. Johnny Davis is when I watched the film and did research on it, I do like a couple of these guys, man. I really do. This version of the mock draft had Jabari Smith going to the Magic at top. You see Paolo going to the Thunder with the 2nd pick. 3rd pick, Dago, your guy, DC Jaden Ivey, ended up with the Rockets. Keegan Murray goes to the Kings in this mock. Chet Holmgren falls all the way down to the Pistons. You'll go there with Cade Cunningham there. And then Shaedon Sharpe, another guy you like, ends up with the Pacers. And then you see Jeremy right there end up with the Portland Trailblazers.
That's a little bit of a shocker.
So it depends. So anyway, that's this mock. So yeah, in DC, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Johnny Davis. I hear you with Dyson Daniels. There was some footage that
I think the Pels will pick him over Daniels.
John,
You think
yeah,
they would?
well, they like Daniels, no doubt about it. They like Dyson Daniels. Davis is who I would pick. I would take Davis because I just like his game. I think it'll translate to being the Pelicans. I did do some film study on Dyson Daniels, and the issue was his 3-point shooting. DC, that was the biggest issue. We know he's a defensive guy. We know he can take it to the hoop. His athleticism, what I was seeing, I didn't see he was super athletic, but he's a guy that knows what he's doing. But his 3-point shooting is something that's curious. But he definitely has the size that you will want a guard, a combo guard. If his size, he's 6'6", 6'7" in some prospects. And then, of course, Benedict Mathurin is a guy that brings a lot as well. So in the interest, I think the Pelicans, if we looking at what the Pelicans will take DC, I think Dyson Daniels more than likely will be the guy that they pick up. A lot of interest circulating around him. So,
but I mean, you talk about his 3-point shooting, but a lot of the talk on Davis, the guy we both like, they say his 3-point shooting ain't good. So what you think about that?
I mean, yes, indeed. I mean, at some point in time, you know, you'll see some improvement. But I was watching Johnny Davis in workouts just consistently, you know, when he didn't have nobody running at him, but he was just sitting there knocking down them shots. Same thing I seen in along with Dyson Daniels. So, I mean, that's a part of the game that has to change. So I guess the Pelicans feel like, hey, man, we got Freddie V here. You know, we got Fred here, so maybe we can get Freddie here to kind of help him like he helped Lonzo Ball, do his shoot his 3-point and help him improve in DC. If he can do that for Lonzo Ball, then he can do that for a lot of guys. So I think that might be the thinking on Dyson Daniels, man, in essence. So I think the pick would more than likely be Dyson Daniels if we thinking about it from a Pelican standpoint, my friend. So we're gonna match on the button, DC, and make Dyson Daniels the guy. All right.
It's just 4 games though. Josh, the Pels fan, man. He said he shot 35% in the G League from 3 in the Ignite Tour the last 4 games of the year. But I mean, that's a small sample size, man. Very small sample size.
Yeah, but the size, and I'm saying at the same time, we're looking at the 3-point shooting of the team of these prospects, but also realize that the Pelicans have a vision for some of these players that they're looking at, and the vision is if he's shooting 35% or whatnot, working with Coach Fred, can Coach Fred help him improve and get them numbers up? But there's a lot of upside with Dyson Daniels. They like him a lot. They like his size. They like his defense. And I think the Pelicans would probably
facilitation. We got a lot of scores. We need somebody pass first mentality.
Yeah. In DC, he got the proper size. You want a guard with that height, 6'6", 6'7". You need that. We got a bunch of 6'1" guards right now. He'll come in and bring a lot of harmony to the Pelicans, to be honest.
He might grow another inch too, man, because I think in the last year or so, that brother done grew 3 inches. So you looking at somebody that might get taller than 6'7".
Right.
Might be 6'8", 6'9" before it's all done.
All right, let's take a look at it, DC, up to this point, what the draft is looking like, how it's hashed out. After the pick of Dyson Daniels by the Pelicans at 8, Johnny Davis went immediately to get, man, the Spurs. That would be a beautiful place for him to end up out there with.
What they gonna do with Josh Primo though? They just got that young guy from Alabama who came behind Kyra and all of them.
Maybe you can see Davis.
What are they gonna do with him?
Maybe perhaps you could see kind of using Davis at 3 at some point, you know, at some time. I don't know.
I think he's too small, but he's 6'4".
6'5" here.
Yeah, that's a lot for the 3. I mean, you got to be phenomenal.
Josh Hart 6'5" play the 3. DC, come on.
You just
call Josh Hart. You just said that Johnny Davis is Josh Hart. Now you backing off of him?
He don't have the hops Josh Hart got though, bro. Josh Hart jump out the jump. Johnny Davis.
So you need
Hops not vertical like that.
So you need Hops to play the 3?
Yeah, if you 6'5", yeah.
So his defense wouldn't work out if he was playing the 3? Because
I think he could stick some threes. I just don't think it's the best position for him. I think you would want to play him in a combo guard situation as opposed to 3. But he could play 5 minutes at the 3 and make it work.
Well, I like that idea better if the Spurs did pick him to operate next to DeJounte Murray. That would be special, man, to see, but they'd be building up. And then let's keep it going. The Washington squad end up getting A.J. Griffin. The Dookie, they pick him up at 10. Benedict goes to the Knicks at the 11th position. You see, was that Malachi going to the Thunder there? And then, who's that previous pick that they ended up with? They got Paulo, and then they turn around and get your boy out of Ohio State. Malachi. Of course, Jalen Duren, DC, end up going to your squad, the Charlotte Hornets, man. So he goes out there with that defense. Mark
Man,
Williams.
Charlotte would be scary with that, man. I mean, that'll give them what they've been missing. They've been trying to get an interior presence for the last 4 years.
Mark Williams is the Dookie center defensive guy, likes to catch those alleys, ends up with Cleveland. You see the rest of the squad right there too, DC. So a lot of interesting players end up going in these different spots right here. Going back on the other side there, Terry Eason, the LSU guy, ends up with the Grizzlies. We'll have to see him.
Oh
there.
shit!
Yeah, the Grizzlies end up picking
Nah,
him
I ain't
up.
gonna lie, Q. I've been listening to who everybody got, and
Look
I'm
at
like,
your
oh,
guy,
okay,
DC,
yeah.
Christian
If
Bond.
the Grizzlies get Trey Eason, dog, I'm gonna be pissed.
The
That's just
Grizzlies
too
going
much damn talent, bro.
I know, bro. They're gonna be
God damn.
they're gonna be tough, man. They're gonna be tough.
What's David Griffin word? They in lockstep with us.
Lockstep and sustainable. Dog Pounds R Us, thank you for your super chat, brother. He says, love the commentary from you guys. Never really get a chance to catch you guys live. Long time listener, first time giver.
Appreciate you, Dog
Go
Pound.
Pels. Dog Pound, salute to you, brother. Thank you for your super chat. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you. All right, DC, your guy. You see Christian Braun there, the high flyer
Where you go?
to the Magic.
Yeah.
So the Magic picked him up
Small
to the 32nd pick. And of course, we stroll a little down here to let's see where we at picking up here. At 41 is next up on the back for the Pelicans. So in this scenario, fam, we keeping our second round draft picks. DC, we picking up at the 41st pick in the second round, fam.
Okay.
Your boy Bond is gone. He went to the Magic at 32 at the back end of the first round. Well, a lot of people think he's supposed to be late first round or early second round. He went right at 32. Now, who we have left up here, we got a few interesting people. You see up there, Tyrese Martin is Jabari Walker, Kenny Lofton Jr., Scottie Pippen Jr. There are quite a few people. So if you the Pelicans and you've already gotten Dyson Daniels with the 8th overall pick, where do we go next here with the second rounds to kind of add a little depth there? Because this is remember, we can't poo-poo them second round picks, DC, because that's how we acquired the great Herb Jones, Straight Jacket Jones in the second round. So who we looking at this year?
I think they would either be looking at a player in a similar mold as that. I mean, you can never have too many guys that play defense with offensive upside. So out of these guys, I have no idea who they would select. Maybe it's Abram Arms. I know they brought him in for a workout. I don't know. Maybe they're hoping he can go and be like a two-way guy that they could sign after. Maybe we get rid of the picks and for a future pick later to another team that wants to get there. But I would go with a guy like maybe Abram Arms, man. Thinking they would probably swing for that, or maybe a shooter. You know, if we can find a shooter that can play defense, if that guy's right there. I forgot the name of the fella that they actually brought in for a workout. Is a European cat. It's kind of a little athletic, you know, good 3-ball, and play some defense. I can't remember his name right now, though. Q, you remember the guy I'm talking about?
Oh man, you talking about the one that Tranger Langdon was looking at, man. Start with a P. His last name starts with a P. I think he might have got drafted, DC.
Yeah, if he was available. But if they don't have anybody that they want, I don't think the Pels force themselves into picking a guy. I'm pretty sure they got some people on their board that they want there at 41. And if that person isn't there, I think they get out of the draft, man, and probably get a two-way guy or something to develop later. Or maybe
there he is.
There
he is. That's him. Gabriel
Rosita. That's our guy.
Rosita.
They take Rosita or Abram Arms. Two of the guys that they were looking at. I saw that they brought in for visits, and when you look at their games, it makes sense.
Yeah, this dude right here, DC, screams everything about Tranger Langdon. I mean, he's an international player that can shoot the ball. He has size, and they're saying that he's one of the better shooters in the draft. So 6'7" guy in prospect. And like I said, this is Tranger Langdon, man. Tranger Langdon pays attention to this guy, man. And you can see we got some footage right there of him. Look at that, taking a shot, bam, knocking the shot down right there. Look at that.
Got a nice little 3-ball, man.
Bam. This is Stranger Langdon's pick right here. Look, DC. Brand them off.
I
And
like it.
resets. Bam. Keep it going. All right. He lines up on them. Bam.
Just couldn't remember his
Knocks it
damn
down.
name.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like Uncle Mark. What he says, roll out. And what he said, DC? Who's that man? Who's that man? Mama.
Mama, there goes that man again.
Mama, there goes that man. So
there you go, boy. You be copying your brother real good. Huh?
But see, fam,
I
is the guy.
I don't think that's your brother no more. I think that be your ass up there.
I hear you, DC.
Did that real? Do it again, Q.
When the next album coming out, DC? That's all I got to say.
Do it again. Do it again.
Molly fam.
Do the Mark Jackson line again.
I'm too busy. I'm too busy hosting the show. I ain't got time.
Don't deprive the family of that, bro.
All right. So Gabriel Procida is the guy that they were scouting. It's a Stranger Lane thing. You know, international players. It's big with him. The last international player we had on the team, you know who it was, and I'm glad he ain't on the team no more. So we gonna have opportunity to get we ain't talking about Didi now. We talking about the other Millie. Boy, what a trash can that was, right? But anyway,
you have a 3-point shooter supposed to be a sharpshooter on your team that's scared to shoot. I ain't never seen that shit before.
Man, let me tell you something, man.
I think if he would have just kept shooting, he would have started making them, man. It's like he got gun shy and then lost all his damn confidence.
That's when they say, okay, this guy don't want to shoot because he couldn't play no
play himself out the league.
Right, he can't play no defense, and when that confidence wasn't there, they marched him clean out of there. So DC is a foregone conclusion. We're going to take Gabriel Procida, and with the first of the second round draft picks that the Pelicans have.
Look up Abram Arms too. You might want to put him up there. I think it's a toss up between those two guys.
I don't think Arms is a guy that'll go over Procida. DC, you will want to add a sharpshooter to the mix and to the mix there, and I don't see Arms.
But Arms
they predicted him to be undrafted, DC.
Arms, you got about 5 guys, man. They're saying are like the best defensive players in the draft, and Arms is one of them.
Also like the LSU cat, man. What's his name? I think he's on here too.
Was it Daniel Davis?
No,
Davis.
Right. The guy that what's the brother
Davis,
name?
man.
Really well. Is it Davis?
Yeah.
I don't see him on here. He might. Let me see.
He might be projected a lot lower than that.
There he is, Darius Davis. It's Darius Days. Yeah, there he is.
Days? I don't know why it was Davis.
Yeah, Darius Days. 14 points a game, 8 rebounds, fam. This guy is a player. Did a lot of stuff, as you see, about to cram it down on Pickett in his face. Let me play a little bit of that, and we'll just put it between the Pelicans and see who they like here as some of these guys. So you can look, bam, just all over his face right there with that one there. As a guy with showing the shooting ability, a big guy that can pound it down there, showing his 3-point touch. Look at him going underneath and a little funkiness with it, up and under. You know, so he was really big for LSU. Look at that, bam. And look, these are the last two outside of Garrett Temple. Remember when we went there, we had the off guard. Look at him showing his deep touch. Bam! Look at that. Darius Days, man. Pelicans did bring this brother in for a look, man. So look at him finishing strong, hitting the 3-point. This could be interesting to get a guy like this. Very solid player. But
he do a lot of different things.
Right. It's a toss-up. Let me ask the family between the European sharpshooter international player and Darius Days. Let's see what the family
already.
Josh the Pels fan
said LSU
all day. I'm thinking about Marcus Thornton. That's what I was thinking about, family. We had Marcus Thornton and Darren Collison when we both got them together.
GM let him go to Sacramento, bro. That was
stupid. We got Marcus Thornton. We got both of them in the second round. I think we didn't have a first round pick that year. And we got Darren Collison and Marcus Thornton, and those young players, they was balling for a sad New Orleans
borderline playoff team with them, man.
They were awesome, man. But Thornton was awesome, man. But anyway, LSU, they're saying Darius Days. Mike says, Big Q, mama, there goes that man.
They giving you the thumbs up, right?
Mama, there goes that man.
Man, y'all this is goddamn Mark Jackson up here. I'm doing the show with, man.
DC, where your damn guitar at, man? Where your damn guitar at?
I can't be Jeff Van Gundy, bro.
Where your damn guitar at? That's all I got to tell you. Where your
my what?
Your guitar. Where your guitar at?
My guitar.
Your guitar. So you can start.
I don't know what a good. I don't know what a good
one is. No cry.
I don't know what a good tar is.
Yeah, you know what a good tar is. I ain't got
a good tar go on the goddamn street when they making new roads and shit.
No, I don't talk with a Jamaican accent like you, sir. I'm asking you where your guitar at so you can play your song. No woman, no cry. All right, so look.
Was that man?
Mama, there goes that man with that good
Oh,
time.
don't try to tone it down. You was doing that shit perfect the other 2 times.
Anyway,
You were trying to back off of it because you're doing it just like him, man. You look like him.
won't let me in the league.
I'm like, hold up, man. This is Mo Jaxson up here, man.
They won't
the
let
hell?
me in the league. They won't
Q,
let
you
me
really
in.
ought to put an application up since Stan Van Gundy got that COVID shit. You probably get up in there, bro.
I ain't going nowhere around there. All right, so anyway, man, let's get it done, man. The European player says Travan. I got you, fam. Yeah, we're gonna go with Procedure because this is the pick that I know Trajan Langdon would make because he likes those international players and the guy could shoot the ball and we could use another shooter too. You know, family.
Yeah,
You don't
we don't have nobody on
this.
this team that we can list like as like a sniper other than Trey Murphy. You know what I mean? That's really the only guy we have. Devontae Graham is supposed to be that, but man, he too much in his head, so he got to figure some things out. But I definitely could see him doing that, man. Procedure makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I would take him too, DC. We're gonna end up picking. Well, y'all got jokes today. I know y'all do, man. All right, so
they was trying to interview. I heard, bro. Like I don't know how Darvin Ham skipped the line like that.
Well, you know,
you'd have had him in there learning a good book. I don't know if LeBron then was with all that, bro.
No, I think the
cursing the locker room and stuff.
I think Rich Paul kind of blocked all that. He kind of blocked me from getting there. And then
bro.
When the Lakers, I called him and asked him why he didn't get the job, and they told me because Ham's got a certain amount of shelf life. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm not for the food spoilage. So anyway, Gabriel.
That's all right, man. That was a bad job anyway, bro.
It is a bad job.
I don't know why the Sacramento Kings ain't hire you though.
All right, DC. Thanks a lot.
In the bag.
All right, with the 41st pick in the 2022 NBA draft, New Orleans Pelicans select Gabriel Procida, shooting guard from overseas. I can't pronounce that. For the Tudo Bologna, I want to say. I hope I butchered the hell out of it. Whatever. 6'7", 195 pounds. The kid can't shoot the ball. And this will be the Pelicans pick with the 41st overall pick. Let's continue in the draft there. As you can see, some of them guys are still lining up. Hopefully, Darius Days will be there when we pick again. You can see J.D. Davis is there. Max Christie. Scottie Pippen Jr. is still up there. So I think if Days will probably be there too as well, DC. We picking the 5th.
Let's be real, Q. Let's be real here, man. You really think – I don't think we're going to use this pick. We're going to take the pick and try to get up
I don't think we use
3 or more slots if we can.
Right.
Are we going to trade it for cash consideration?
Yeah,
we're not going to use this pick.
This is true, but since this software does not give you the ability to trade picks for money or trade the pick for extra picks, it's forcing us to take the pick. So, you know, for interest of just having a little fun with it, you're right. A disclaimer is you're right. The Pelicans would either sell this pick or they'll package both or put both the second rounders together and move up. I totally agree with that. You know, so at the end of the day, who's the guy there? Of course, DC, we mentioned the Pelicans did now that we got our point guard of the future, our 6'7" point combo point guard. Coach Fred will work on his 3-point shooting, so we happy with that. We got Trajan Langdon, famous international pick with Proceda. We got him here, and of course, DC. The next move could also be because we talked about comparing between which players should we get, and I think Days is still available. Yeah, he is, DC. Your boy is still there. So is Days the pick for us? Do we go with Darius Days?
What about Abram Arms? Where is he? Is he still available? Or did he get
I don't know what's up with you and Abram Arms, bro, but I don't see.
Well, I'm just saying he has some connections to the Pels.
Explain it, break it down. Tell me about Abram Arms.
He's like to me, he look a little more athletic than Najee Marshall, but their games are kind of similar in a way. I think he's a better defender, or projected to be better defender than Najee Marshall would be. He has offensive upside. He's very athletic. appears to have long arms. I mean, they named him
Well,
Abram Arms.
yeah,
No,
well,
matter of fact, I say Abram Arms. I'm messing all these dudes' names up. It's Adonis Arms because I remember laughing at that. I was like, man, a guy like Adonis Arms ought to be a damn bodybuilder. You know what I mean? It's Adonis Arms.
let me see. I don't see him in there. DC
Man,
might have been
Andrew said
drafted
DC like arms.
Adonis
But
Arms.
yeah,
I don't see him on here, DC. He might not be
he
listed.
might be maybe he's projecting to be a two-way guy, man.
Well, they projecting some of them guys. He was projecting to be undrafted. I don't know if they put some of these guys in here because I don't.
Somebody might have drafted him already. That might be why we don't
he's
see
not
him.
being drafted. He just isn't in this.
Damn, he didn't even make the draft. What?
He ain't make the virtual draft because I'm looking for him. I just don't see him in there, man. He ain't in there, DC. So
I agree with that, Trevane. We do need a center. So I would think they would try to look to get an interior rim protector, but I think they might do that in free agency, honestly, because the Pels will have a couple of dollars, even if they re-up Larry Nance and Jackson Hayes. They still would have don't we have our what do you call that, Q, when we got that money left over from the trades? We got like $6 million out there
are you talking about
that we can use. I think we can use one of those exemptions to bring in a free agent because we still have that money out there. So not sure if they draft an interior rim protector. I mean, you get somebody cheap to play just that role for not that much money, though. I mean, that's probably all they'll be able to do, though.
All right. Josh says Vince Williams Jr. would be a good one.
Vince Williams Jr.
All right.
Let's check him out. He up there?
I'm looking for him. He might be drafted already, I'm thinking. Let's see if he. Hold on there. I'm looking for him. Yeah, there he is. He there. He undersized. They got him listed as a power forward. Senior Vince Williams Jr. 6'6", 205. They got him in positions wrong, man. That ain't right. They got him in the wrong spot.
PJ Tucker.
Yeah, it could be, bro. And they got him there. 14 points per contest with 48% shooting from the field, averages 6 rebounds per contest. The VCU saying Vince Williams.
He seems solid. We got Keon Ellis too. For the same brother.
WB3 said I butcher names.
You're all right.
Names that's right. And WB3 would know about.
Appreciate you, Willie.
I'm tired of WB3 with all that vitriol against me, man. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of all that. I'm tired of that.
Victory. Right about that one, though,
man. Shut up, DC. I'm tired of that victory all against WB3.
That ain't victory, all right. That's just facts, bro.
All right, so there it is. Vince Williams Jr. He's showing this game, showing him pulling up, taking jump shots there from Virginia Commonwealth there. And let's see. He's he's 6'6", 6'7". He's knocking them shots down with no problem, bro. And he's a senior, man. He was a lot of college games there for him. He looked pretty good stepping into them trees. There you go. There you go, DC. So which way we go? Yeah. But it's a that's not a bad call by Josh, the Pels fan.
But he had another one, though. He had Ellis, too.
Ellis, yeah. Let me see.
Keon Ellis. Pull him up, man.
Let me see. Where is Ellis at? I think I just seen Ellis. So they got them all mixed up, man. They don't. Let me see.
I wish they had some way you type their name, man.
Yeah, they do, but I don't want to hit it, and then they pull me up out of the mock there. Let me see Ellis.
Right.
There he is. Keon Ellis from Alabama. Okay. They go Herb back there behind him. They go Alabama Herb back there.
Looking like the pick already.
Yeah, there it is. Alabama Herb right behind him. Yeah, Keon Lewis, 12 points a game, 6 rebounds on 44% shooting.
Not Keon Ellis, bro. You proving WB3 right.
I said Keon Ellis.
You said Keon Lewis.
Oh, Lewis. I'm sorry. Keon Ellis. My bad. I'm tired of that vitriol, WB3. There he is. I mean, look at that hustle. They're just a gritty team, man. They're just a gritty team. All right. A little fight there. In DC, do they keep the ball rolling by keep going after Alabama players? Is this what we're doing?
I mean, yeah. I think this is the equivalent of what the Saints did with Ohio State. We're definitely going to continue to get Alabama players in the future, even if it's just two-way guys or something. Because we do have, I think, a two-way shooter on our Birmingham squad. I forgot his name, but it was the best shooter Alabama had last year. We actually got him as a two-way guy right now. So why not bring one more?
And we
You got
shall.
Kyra, you got Herb, you got another guy there already. Why not bring in Keon Ellis?
Keon Ellis is the pick with the 57th pick in the 2022 NBA draft. The Pelicans select Alabama shooting guard slash prospect there. 12.1 points a game, 2 assists, 6.1 on the rebounds, 44% shoot from the field. He's a senior, DC, so a lot of experience right there. And the Pelicans keep the Alabama pipeline going in the Pels first mock there as we finish up. Now, my pick would have been Darius. Obviously, I like Darius, the LSU guy. That would have been my pick. Yeah, he would have been my pick.
And my pick would have been cash consideration.
It's more than likely going to be that way, DC. I doubt we'll take all
future pick next year or something when we might need it.
Right. So there you go, DC. This is the picks right now for this year. You see Dyson Daniels is the first pick that we have there in the draft. Is Dyson Daniels, a 6'6", 6'7", 185, some say 190 pounder, from out of the G League Ignite there. He's been meeting with the Pels. The Pels like Dyson Daniels a lot. And I think that'll probably end up being the pick that the Pelicans make, man, for this upcoming season. So, and then outside of that, let me see if I can back up out of there. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. And then with the first of the second round picks the Pelicans have, we go with Gabriel Posada, which is an international player. And, you know, this is Tranger Langdon's area of expertise. He goes internationally to find shooters and talent to bring to the Pelicans with that second round draft pick. I think that they were looking at this kid. It was reported that they're looking at this kid. And if he's available in the second round, he has the size, not much on the defense. He does
6'7", 6'8".
Not that much on defense, but he tries. But he is a good shooter. He's a really good shooter. And the Pelicans add another 3-point marksman to the team in the personage of Gabriel Posada. So there you go. And of
he's
course,
actually a good team defender, though.
Keon Lewis.
He's not a good one-on-one guy, though. You know, he get roasted on the island. But playing team defense, he's actually a plus from what I read.
Well, there you go. So I mean, that'd be pretty good. He
fight around screens. You know, we had that problem sometimes. Some guys don't get around them damn screens. He fights around screens. So every time I see that for the Pels, I get happy.
Right. Yeah. That and of course, you know, Daniels does a pretty good job there, DC. So if that's the case, man, yeah, we'd be fine fighting from screens. So,
he does an amazing job. Daniels and Davis. Those are two of the better guys at that.
And then finally, with the pick that is not going to be a pick, more than likely to be traded for something else, we keep the Alabama pipeline going with Keon Lewis. So this is our picks in the
Keon Ellis. Stop calling him a name. Lewis, I think you're thinking Kyra Lewis, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm sorry.
Call that man Keon Lewis.
I'm up here letting Willie poke fun at me, man. That's all right, Willie. It's all good. WB3. Victory man. I'll bring up a bottle of Victory right quick. I'm just show you what time it is. All right. So anyway, that'll be it, fam, for that for the mock draft. DC, let's move on to the portion of the show where we open up the lines, man. As you can see, our mock draft.
Bring them on in.
All of these guys.
Before we do that, man, Elite Goods kept asking a question I saw multiple times.
Oh, go ahead.
It's non-basketball related though. I gotta find it. Yeah, she asked if we've been paying attention to the sky at night as well as during the day, but especially at night.
Yeah, you talking about all the streaks in the sky? Is that what you're talking about, bro?
I would imagine she's talking about that, the abnormal clouds.
Well, I mean, yeah, we did an on cue with Big Q about that, to be honest with you. Released the other day, matter of fact. What was that? Wasn't it Friday? Was it Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, I think it was might have been Friday or Thursday. You told me about that.
Yeah. So it's an on cue with Big Q when we talk about that. And then not only I bring out articles and videos, news reports from CNBC and other networks, incredible sites like the Smithsonian and all these other sites, and bring that and present it to the people. And then one moment they say this is not happening, then another moment they say it is.
Hey, this is really happening.
Then they show you, but they don't. But they play games with you.
And they always say it like it's some new information and shit. Like people wasn't acting 10 years ago.
They're thinking about doing it. That's the game. It's all fraud. So I mean, before they proceed to do this to you, you got they got to ask people permission. You got to have permission from the people to be able to do whatever you want to do. You don't just go ahead and then do it without them knowing you're a fraud. You're illegitimate if you're doing stuff like that. And ultimately you'll be found out and you'll be taken down. So I mean, but the reality is that's just universal law and principle. You can't do that to people. You got to ask their permission. That's how the universe and how will and everything operates. It has to be permission. So I mean, to a degree, we covered that in the show and we showed exactly what's going on. And I make it very hard for people to say, "Oh, that's not happening." All you have to do is look up in the sky, and they tell you exactly what it is. They show you what they're doing, it, what layers of the sky they spraying it in, all that. I put it all up on that. So easy. On Q with Big Q on our Patreon channel. Check it out.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, man, let's move on to it, man. Appreciate the question, man, as well. And y'all seen the draft. We got Dyson Daniels and Gabriel Posada, our sharpshooter. Let's get into let's open up the lines of communication for the family members.
Damn, Q, you did it again.
What I said?
Proceda. You said Prasada.
Proceda, bro. Jamaican Jamaica.
You making up Mexican topping dishes and shit. Prasada.
That's right, bro.
You want some Prasada on that?
Sound like plantain. That's what it sounds like. Get some goddamn plantains, DC. How about that? Take that. All right. So anyway, let's put a link in the show, man. DC got jokes today, man. DC got jokes today. He got plenty of jokes. He must be feeling good today. He got plenty of jokes.
Feel good every day, man.
No, you don't. All right. So here we go. We're gonna put the link in.
Hey, you gonna tell me how I feel? What the hell wrong with you?
All right. So
goes that Mexican.
You do that pretty good, bro. I about to think you might be that dude.
Oh, don't try to throw that shit on me. I don't look nothing like that dude. I got him.
Mama, there go that man. Do it right at the break too, and then just he been working on that.
It's fire though. That's fire, man.
Yeah, he do it.
Him and the other little guy, bang, who do that when they hit that three.
Mike Breen.
Yeah,
Mike Breen.
Fire, man.
Yeah, Mike Breen. Yeah.
Hey, you gonna remember that forever. I'm gonna be an old man when talking to my grandkids about basketball, saying that shit.
They gonna make Mike Breen change that shit in a little bit. Watch. But anyway,
so?
Yeah, he gonna be saying wham. He gonna be saying bang. Look, Mike, you can't do that.
You can't say foul shit.
Right, our generation right now, it's people are kind of creaky on that. You got to say something else instead of saying
man. That's crazy.
Say wham,
man.
Say wham or something. Yeah, wham. I'm telling you, it's coming. All right, link in the description section below, fam. Please feel free. It's pinned to the chat. Actually, into the chat. It's pinned in the chat. Y'all can hit the link, pop up on the show. Let's hear from you, fam. This is your opportunity. We'll be going for about another hour.
Wait,
we're gonna cut up out of here.
WB3 wants we ask you something, bro.
I'm not responding to you, WB3. Say Victral. WB3, say Victral. All right, so there you go. All right, let's keep it going, man. All right, link is in the chat, fam. Pinned to the top of the chat.
Fam, y'all get up in here.
We'll be going for about an hour. We're gonna cut off, fam. So I know we had to see you guys in the last. How long has it been, DC? About 2 weeks.
Man, it's been maybe about 2 or 3 weeks since we did a show and heard from the flock.
All right, so let's bring it on in. We got Josh in his bag, chiming in first, followed by Mr. Victory himself, Mr. WB3. Josh, what's up, baby? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, bro?
Yo. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good, man.
Welcome in. What's up? How y'all been?
Good, bro. How about you?
Pretty good, brother.
Been good. Been keeping up with this draft. And I don't know who we're gonna get, but there's a lot of great prospects. You guys mentioned them. Daniels, Benedict Macaron, Johnny Davis, which is my favorite prospect. And I think you can't go wrong with either one of them. I think they're going to be great players in the NBA. So, but yeah, my favorite guy is Daniels. I love his story. Freshman year he was a 6-man, and then his sophomore year he was able to get in the starting lineup because most of the guys were seniors, and he just went off, and that shows his motor because he improved so much. And you want guys who want to work hard, and that's another reason why I like Mathurin, because he took a leap from his freshman year to his sophomore year. So it shows like their like work ethic. So it shows these guys are willing to work hard. But Johnny Davis, man, his motor. I mean, this guy was the number one guy on Wisconsin's team, and he was still playing defense. Like if you look at that game against Purdue when he scored 37, he was doing that while guarding Ivy. So this guy has a great motor, and if I was the Pelicans, I would get him. And people talk about his jump shot and his 3-point shooting, and I'm a believer in Fred Vincent. I think I think he's a great shooting coach. So if I was the Pelicans, I would get Johnny Davis. The shooting is his problem, but we got Fred Vincent. You saw what he did with Lonzo Ball and other Pelicans who came and weren't good 3-point shooters, and he worked with them and he improved their shot. So that's why I would take Johnny Davis if I'm the Pelicans. How y'all feel about that?
I mean,
ain't mad at it at all.
Both of us said we would draft that guy, but I don't think the Pels are looking in that direction. Depending on who's on the board, I think maybe you could see them draft a guy like Johnny Davis over Mathurin. But I think if Dyson Daniels is there with all of the flying up the board he got going on, him showing that he does have the ability to hit open threes in his pro days, and his workouts have looked good, and you already know what you're getting IQ wise. A very intelligent player, defense and offense IQ wise. So Johnny Davis would definitely be my guy though.
Yep.
I think the 3-point shooting, after watching him, he takes, like, he ain't scared to pull up in your face. So I think a lot of shots he took from the arc were difficult shots. It wasn't like he was getting a whole bunch of wide open 3-point shots. He's the number one option on the team. So I think on a team like the Pels, it looks a little different. You know what I mean? He's capable. I think he shot catch and shoot threes at like 38%.
Right, he shot the catch and shoot pretty good.
Yeah, so it's like the dude can hit threes. He's all this extra stuff he want to do where he does these hop steps, crossovers, step backs and into a three. He got to work on that. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I think about him. I think it's just a work in progress. And his 3-point shot, his 3-point percentage is not a true measurement of what his 3-point shot would look like in the league, but he doesn't have an extremely quick first step and things like that. So people are always skeptical of a guy who's not like uber athletic and wants to do all those types of moves. You know, you wonder if it's going to work against guys that are bigger, faster, stronger. So I think that's really the knock on Josh, but I see him as being more crafty, which we see there's been tons of players come through the league, and you can do it without athleticism if you have great timing and you can figure out how to.
It's Johnny DC, but I get what
I call him.
You call him Josh because that's what you're looking at.
That's Johnny Josh.
That's what you're looking at when you watch Johnny Davis. You are looking at Josh Hart, and you wasn't even
a more refined offensive skill set. Josh Hart bag ain't like that.
I'm telling you that when you watch the footage of him and how he is, everything, it is you just subconsciously went with Josh Hart, and I was like, yes, that's what I'm looking at when I'm seeing him, man.
Josh Hart with more offense, bro. That's what I see.
But wouldn't that be
not
the case?
the same amount of height?
But wouldn't that make the most sense? Because Josh and these we talked about, and I told you probably, man, Johnny Davis, man, that's the dude. And it's and that's the dude because we thinking about Josh Hart and what Josh Hart meant to the Pelicans, and how the fact that the Pelicans, we were thinking about trades to get him back on the team. So if you got a guy that's has that upside that looks just like him, a young player with that, like you said, he got more in his bag offensively. And he definitely got heart, dude. He definitely got a lot of
lots
heart.
of heart.
Love his
Imagine
game, man.
him and
Love his
Jose.
game.
What,
With
man? What they'll
Herb.
be blowing people's second units out, man. With
For
them
real.
two.
They just got heart, man. That's why I really want him, because he has that motor. Like he'll dive on the floor, and he doing that as the number one guy. So he definitely gonna do that when he's with Zion and BI and CJ, and he don't have to do too much on offense. So that's why, to me, it's like, we gotta get this guy. Like, it's a guarantee. Like, he gonna do it in the NBA, because he's not gonna have that big role. And a lot of people talk about his role and how he's not gonna be like the main guy in the NBA. But to me, like, freshman year, he was the sixth man off the bench. So he was off the bench before. So he's not like a stranger to that role. You know, this was freshman year. This was 2 years ago. So
Right.
I think he's the pick. You know,
I would not be
I mean,
mad at it.
you may be right, brother, but are the
Wouldn't be mad
Pels
at it
thinking
at
like
all.
that? You know, I think he's probably the best pure two guard, you know, out there in the draft. I mean, some people might want to say Mathurin, but I just think he's more of a two guard than Mathurin. Combo guard, he's good at that as well. He has some facilitation ability. You know, he's just a guy, man. He can get a bucket, but he also plays smart, and he's gonna give you amazing defense, which to me is the plus because, you know, if his shot not falling, he still gives you something. That's my fear with Mathurin. Like, if his shot, that three ball ain't going in, like, you know, he ain't giving you a whole lot. It's almost
right?
like a bigger,
Like
stronger,
Graham.
faster version of of Graham. You know,
Right.
yeah, Graham that could dunk. So Graham, if he ain't getting enough from 3-point line, that's it.
He
At
ain't
least
doing
Mathurin
nothing.
could get in there and put pressure on the rim. He got some nice
Right.
layups and stuff. He's gonna attack the rim. He at least get to the
Right.
free throw line or something. But other than those two aspects, 3-pointers and getting to the line, like he don't give you a whole lot. Now you talking about a dude like Davis, man, he the complete package. He does a little bit of everything. He do whatever the hell he gotta do to try to win. That's what I like about him. He wants to win, and he's a leader. He leads by example. He tries to show his teammates what to do. He just wants it, man. He's a dog. You know what I mean? So the guys like that, I don't care what people say. Oh, it's 3-point shooting, and man, dudes like that always got a spot on my team. You know,
Definitely.
somebody's going to get him and like that guy, even if he doesn't turn out to be some 20-point a game scorer. He's going to be a valuable asset to a team because he's going to go out there, give 100%, do whatever he can do to get a W. And I think that's one aspect a lot of people don't think about when you're drafting a player, especially in our situation, because we're drafting a guy with the 8th pick, but we're not in the typical situation for a team drafting with an 8th pick. Like, with all the talent we have on this team, we shouldn't be picking 8th. So that guy is not gonna come in and, you know, be handed an opportunity for a starting spot. Like, if you want to get a starting spot, you got to do some Michael Jordan type shit. Like, you got to really blow him away to upset what's up there. So with that being said, you really seriously have to sit down and think about these guys' mentality. And that's my thing with a guy like Mathurin, who has all the talent in the world. I don't know how he views himself. Like, do you want to come in, you want to be rookie of the year and all of this, you want to be that guy? And that's not going to work on the Pels if he has that mentality. But if you're a guy that come in and you just want to win and you're willing to work for your chance, and you know, I think those type of guys are the guys we need to look at and make sure we get with extremely high upsides. But mentality is just as important as talent with this Pels draft, and Johnny Davis has both.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's well said, DC. The right size to play the position. I mean, and there is a spot for him off the bench. I mean, you have a guy like Jose Alvarado or KLJ. Then you have. Hold on, DC. I'm talking about Johnny Davis, bro. Stop trying to interrupt me.
I just want to hear what you say when people you know, hit 3-point shots in other dudes' face, man. I don't know why you doing Marley like that, man.
Hand down, man down. All right, there you go. All right, you happy? All right, there it is.
Bang!
That's Breen. That ain't got nothing to do with Mark Jackson. All right,
No,
Josh.
they be, you know,
Mixing and matching with the.
yeah. You
Okay.
put that together. Your boy say
know-
bang, and then Mark Jackson, hand down, man down.
Hand down, man down. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I enjoy watching Mark Jackson talk about the game.
Yeah.
But Josh, anything else you want to add, my friend, before we move on?
No, not really. Well, I do want to ask you guys one thing. So you guys would take, well, Q, I want to hear what you want to say, because I heard DC talk about what's his name, Shaedon Sharpe. I'm not really a fan of him, but I know DC. I know you was talking about him. But Q, how do you feel about him, Shaedon Sharpe, and his story and how he didn't play? Shaedon Sharpe, yeah, right, from Kentucky. How you feel about him? Because I'm not really big on him.
That's DC's guy. You know, I'm not that big on Sharpe. I think he got a lot of potential. He had some. What was it? That I was watching some stuff on him, man. He had an interesting game, man. But a lot of people are high on his upside. His size. What is he? About 6? What is he? DC 6'6", 6'7"?
6'6" with a 45, 46-inch vertical. He's saying 49, but I'm
he's a leaper. He's a leaper, and he's a very intriguing prospect. But they got a lot of the mocks got him going high, like prior to the Pelicans picking. So it's a limited amount of it's a small sample size of video of footage on him though, DC, that on Shaedon, isn't it?
Yeah, but
you don't have
the more I look at it and think about it, I think it's a strategy. I think they did that on purpose. That's why I'm comfortable.
I
think he didn't want. He don't want to go to Orlando. He don't want to go to none of them sucky ass organizations.
That's what it is. It's political, and that's where he's getting a lot of the negative commentary from people.
He don't want to go to the Kings. Like he wants to go somewhere where he probably can win. The dude probably wants to win. That's what I think.
It's not a bad idea. It's like, okay, I value myself. I don't want to go to these soul sucking organizations that are dysfunctional. Know what they're doing. Sacramento Kings. You know, people like that. He wants to be able to go somewhere where he can have an opportunity to play. So yeah, I'm not mad at him about that. It's just we don't see.
Wait, why he didn't play his freshman year?
That what I just was saying.
For that?
That's what I'm saying right now. I think he didn't play because if he would have played and showed his skill set, he's looking at the teams up there. I don't think he necessarily wanted to be the number one pick.
What I see,
there was no reason for him not to be playing.
What I see from him, bro, he could play the game, but it's a lot of other things we just hadn't seen enough of Sharpe to be able to say where they should be putting him up there. But a lot of them saying that they've seen enough, like some of the top people. I haven't seen enough to say that he's up there, but they are saying that, and he is there. He's definitely talented, man. You know, he was able to get to Kentucky, and he has some upside to his game. But I'm not really high on Sharpe like that. I think he got potential, but I don't think he should be the pick for us. That's DC's guy, man.
Yeah. My thing is development. I think in a flash role of him getting some minutes, he's definitely gonna give you some production. And I'm all about getting a guy that you can develop to be more as looking at this pick as a pick for the future to sustain us if we want to have a championship team and go into possibly a dynasty. You gotta have that diamond in the cut that you building up, you know, for when it's time for him to step up. And I look at Shaedon Sharpe as being a guy that can be that, you know, with all of that potential.
Yeah, but I haven't seen enough of him knowing him and people are saying he's a lottery pick. So I don't know who his agent is or who he's working with.
Just put the tape. I'm putting on the tape and looking at him. I know a lot of it is, you know,
it's high school.
He's got high school stuff.
I can't.
No,
I can't do that, bro. I'm looking at
I feel you. I understand, but the stuff I'm seeing him do, like we can all agree, typically at 18 years old, like he got a bigger bag or just as big a bag as Johnny Davis, and Johnny Davis is like 2 years older than him. I'm just saying on the moves and stuff he can do is what I'm saying, like his skills.
I don't know about
It's
that.
not common to see somebody doing the stuff he's doing at his age with all of that athleticism. So it's extremely high potential. It's a boom or bust pick. It is. But I think
Yeah, that's the definition of
the
boom and
potential
bust.
for him to bust
Yeah.
is very low, man. I mean, athletically, he's probably the most athletic guy in the draft, other than what, maybe Jaden Ivey. So
So DC, you think if Sharpe plays his freshman year, you think he's going in that top 3 with Paulo and who was it, Jabari and Shet? You think he like that good? Like he'll go top 3?
yeah.
Wow.
No. Absolutely.
Hey, you
not.
asked me what I think. So I mean, y'all don't have to agree.
Make
but-
sure you put the disclaimer on DC that he might have a coconut drink there with some.
Man, I'm
some
just saying, like from what I seen from the kid, man, like
DC, you gonna
he
sit
has
here
the
and tell
ability
me,
to be.
DC, you mean to tell me you gonna sit up here and say that this man here, who we seen limited film on?
I mean, come on,
is
man,
better than
y'all
Johnny
sounded
Davis?
crazy. Both of y'all sounded crazy right now because
Oh, we
Man
sounded
going
crazy.
against high school
let me
players, not
say
against
something.
varsity players.
They talking about the dude going top 5, and he ain't played a game in college basketball.
DC, whoever
And
they
y'all
are,
saying I sound crazy because if
DC,
he played in college basketball,
now,
he'll be
DC,
top 3.
DC, listen, I'm gonna rephrase that. You're not crazy for what you're saying, but they are crazy for what they're saying through you. So we're gonna move it to them over here, okay? But Johnny Davis, bang, hand down, man down.
Mama, there goes that man.
Mama, that goes that. All right, so listen, bro. All I'm saying about that is I don't agree with that analysis. I haven't seen enough of Sharpe's game.
See, that's somebody riding with me. Marlon says only crazy if it don't work.
Be crazy to try it.
That's right, Marlon.
But listen, man, let me tell you, I don't agree that Sharpe is more polished than Johnny Davis. I don't agree with that.
Look at that. See, the
That's
fam, I love the flock, man. Our family trying to talk some sense into y'all, man.
Wait, so DC,
If Sharpe is there,
banking
we're
on
in a situation
upside,
where we
dude,
can
no.
bank on upside. We are.
Well, you can. You know what? In actuality, the Pelicans are in a situation where they could bring this brother along. Yeah, they really could. They could.
This dude got the highest ceiling of somebody in the draft, bro. If you want to bank on upside, he got the highest ceiling.
I don't know about that.
I'm just saying
the highest ceiling. It's not enough. It's not enough for me.
It's not enough.
I haven't seen enough from him, bro. Is what I'm saying. I haven't seen enough to say that the man, like you said, that he's better than Johnny Davis. I don't agree.
No.
Is he better than Johnny Davis?
You misheard what I said. I said he hasn't proven that. I said the skills that the brother has is in comparison to a guy that's 2 years older than him. The dude is extremely young. He's like one of the youngest guys in the draft.
I understand that, but
that's part of the allure. He's 18.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? He's got just as many skills as some of the guys that played 3 years in college basketball.
So what I'm asking you is he better than Johnny Davis?
Yeah,
I don't know because I haven't seen him against the same competition.
Well, DC,
but I would say he has a higher ceiling than Johnny Davis. He has the ability to be way better than Johnny Davis.
Okay,
that's
DC,
what I'm saying.
Go ahead, Josh.
DC, if you at 8, right, and Johnny Davis there, and Shaedon Sharpe falls,
Shaedon Sharpe,
you
ain't got to finish the question.
Wow, over Davis? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. DC done found another goddamn.
I'm just saying.
He done found another. What's that man that would say yes? What's his name?
Man, I wasn't on Didi like that. Come on now.
DC done found another Didi. It is
Come on, man. Get out of here.
Somebody that found DC's cash app. And
pull up some highlights. Pull up some highlights of Shaedon Sharpe while you're talking, Q. Pull them up there.
The computer froze. So
no.
Hand down, man down.
Oh. I'm not the only one, man. We got people in the comments saying the same thing, bro. You know?
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
You know? Like,
he is a good player, but that's not the point whether or not he's a good player. We're saying that is he the correct pick for the Pelicans?
Yes.
if you see Johnny Davis there,
He's the pick
and
for the
Johnny
future.
Davis, in your own word, is a young Josh Hart with an offensive bag. You mean to tell me you're gonna pass on Josh Hart for a guy that you don't know what he could do?
Yes, and yes.
DC,
yes.
one of the weeds straight out of Jamaica, baby.
We. Yes. Because, man, listen.
All right,
the
DC.
Pels are in a situation right now. Well, we have to find minutes for the guys we got on our team. Let's remind ourselves that all of these guys are going to get better in the offseason. We're in a perfect position to do this. You get a guy, and you look at what Golden State did with a guy like Jordan Poole.
That's
man.
right, Mike. DC found another Cam Reddish. DC found the Cam Reddish. DC,
call it what you will.
That's right. He found a new Cam Reddish. DC. How does
call it what you will? But
I'm gonna move on from Joshua. I'm gonna ask
we ain't gotta move on.
No, we got because I got Willie there. Hold on, but I'm gonna ask you this question: what is Sharpe's game compared to a Cam Reddish?
I'm not answering that dumbass question because this is real. Like I'm high or Shaedon Sharpe. I told Big Q we should get Cam Reddish because he played with Zion and all that. With the Drew Holiday trade, and we could get a bunch of picks from Atlanta. And you went around. No, you're not gonna overtalk me, Mark. Chill out, mama. That's what that man again doing that shit.
I'm asking a basketball question. Is Sharpe more?
I ain't finished answering the first question.
I'm asking you yes or no. Is he better than Cam Reddish?
What?
Is Sharpe better than Cam Reddish?
Man, listen. Like I said before, for his Cam Reddish, I ain't never said no trade, no goddamn Brandon Ingram for Cam Reddish. I think Cam Reddish got a skill set, and he nice, and the brother got potential. I ain't never said Cam Reddish was gonna be Michael Jordan or some shit. I see Shaedon Sharpe as way higher potential than Cam Reddish. So there goes your answer.
I'm asking the question. I'm saying, he's better? Is he better? He had a higher upside. You said, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
He one of the highest upside players I've seen in a while, man. As far as what he can do, possibly. I gotta put the air quotes on it. Okay, I ain't crazy because I ain't saying, he definitely gonna be this, but I'm not sure. But I'm like 80% sure he could be. You know what I'm saying? A comp for me would be like an athletic version of say like CJ McCullough or something, man. Like if we want to stay in house.
What?
Put the tape on.
Sharpe is an athletic version of CJ McCullough?
Put the tape on.
Bro. That's crazy.
The tape on.
All right. I'm gonna look it up.
He was doing
I say he could.
I've been watching the film. I've seen a lot of high school stuff. I have not seen.
He could be. What would your comp be for him if you picking somebody in the league? They say Paul George. They give him that comp. He's 6'6".
I'm gonna say my best comp to call for Sharpe is Cam Reddish.
This nigga.
All right, Josh.
What time your flight leave so you can get to the finals tonight?
Say, bro, hold on, bro. Let me finish. All right,
time your flight leave, bro. I know you can't be here with us all day. You gotta get down to
DC.
Get down to the game.
I gave you a shout out. I said that I think that Sharpe is my comp is Cam Reddish. There's nothing wrong with that. That's my pick. That's my pick. Don't get mad. All right, Josh, thank you, bro, for chiming in, my brother.
Bradley Beal is another comp, athletic Bradley Beal. But Josh, the Pels fans say CJ / Devin Booker.
Bro, listen, it's all right.
I don't know what y'all watching, bro. I just put the man, pull up some highlights, and I want you to go in the backyard with the ball and try to do some of the shit he doing and make it.
You see, hey, bro, it's okay.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm giving that to you, brother. Your comp is CJ.
The shit he doing at 18 is not normal. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, listen.
It's very abnormal.
You said it's CJ McCollum's your pick, right? He's your comp, right?
I say an athletic CJ McCollum, Paul George, athletic Bradley Beal. These are his comps.
I'm saying that he's an athletic Cam Reddish.
And I'm saying that Big Q is full of shit.
All right,
and
Josh,
I want to know what time you flight leave, so you can make the final. Oh, Josh, you gone, brother?
Yeah, bro, you keep talking over the man while you talking. You ran them
My
off.
bad. Well, y'all shouldn't have opened this box of worms, bro.
No, we ain't open no bops and word. We actually the.
I was all
Big
good
Q,
till y'all
DC.
start calling me crazy. You believe that?
He's still talking. You better trigger his ass. All right, Josh. Thank you, bro.
Make
Much
you
love,
see
All
what
right,
I
catch
see.
y'all
Y'all
later.
check out
Appreciate
Josh's
y'all.
channel,
Thank
man.
y'all.
All right, Josh,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Appreciate you,
Thank
bro.
you.
I'm glad you asked the question. You opened up a can of worms. Up.
Hey, man, check out Josh's channel too. He do
This
really
shit
good
gonna go
job.
on for probably about another 2 months till
Hell,
even after the
It's gonna
draft.
go on for the next couple of years, DC. I ain't gonna let it live. I ain't gonna let you live this shit down, man. Hey, bro, that's your comp. Hey, bro, you know
Look,
me,
my
bro.
man,
I'm watching.
Josh the Pels fan. No, I know that man watching tape because I went and watched some tape.
I get you. I watched
And I'm
footage
telling
on him too. That's why I'm
You
saying
ain't watched enough.
I didn't see enough of
Go
footage.
watch
from
some
him.
more tape.
No. We got plenty of high school film. I'm talking about at the next level.
Go watch some more.
To be able to make those jumps like you're
And
making.
he toying
You
with
got
them
bunny
dudes, man.
hops.
In high
You got
school.
bunny DC. You got
Who's
Jordan
toying
hops
with him?
on that pick.
That
Well,
dude
I mean,
look bored out there
yeah,
playing them
he
high
did.
school
Yeah, that's
dudes,
high
man.
school film. I'm talking about collegiately speaking at the collegiate level. So
Well,
anyway,
I mean, it transfers
DC,
over
that's
to the
all right.
next level. His floor would
DC,
be
DC is all right.
his
It's all
floor
right.
would be what we think Mathurin gonna be. That would be his floor.
Say, bro, it's all right, bro.
I'm just telling you, dog.
I
Like
think
his floor would be a 6 man. You know
bro.
what I
I
mean? That
think
would be his floor.
DC. I think he's a more offensive Cam Reddish and a better defensive.
Man, get out here with this Cam Reddish shit. It ain't even comparable. That's not the same.
I'm saying, and he's a souped up Cam Reddish offensive game, and his defense. His defense. Listen, and his defensive game is a souped up Didi Lozada. So we on point.
This dude, man.
We got
Come on,
WB
Willie, man. Get on his ass, Willie. I'm sick of Big Q shit. What's up, brother? Get on Big Q ass, bro. I'm sick of fighting him right now, bro. You trying to battle me all day on the show. I done got him with a bunch of jokes
You
today.
can't be mad at my comp. That's my comp, DC. Goddamn it.
That's some bullshit.
Hey,
What's up, Willie?
hey, put my graphics up. Put my
You right, B.
graphics up.
Thomas. He not proven. You right, B. Thomas. That's a fact.
What's
Q,
up, bro?
put my graphics up, man. You know I'm
All right.
coming.
I got you. There you go.
That's ready.
Yeah. Hey,
What's up, bro?
hey, man, Q, DC sound like them Democrats when you ask them what is a woman.
Shit, here we go. Now I'm getting double teamed.
You heard me? That what he sound like, though.
Man, that must be a hell of a score. He ain't trying to double team me, man.
Hey, DC, I got a question for you. What is a woman?
What's up? Huh?
What is a woman?
Hey, Willie, you trying to get me kicked? You trying to get me kicked over YouTube? You know I can't answer that shit.
Well, hold on for a second. Hold on, Willie. Thank you, brother Thomas, for your super chat.
I'm gonna just say this. I see you in Minister Jab room.
Right. He said, B.
You
Thomas.
hear me?
Hold on, B. Thomas.
I see you in Minister Jab room. That's what I'm gonna say, and that's say everything.
Yeah, I be there. Yeah,
all right.
He said, brother Thomas says, I get what y'all both saying. DC banking on potential, and Q just saying we ain't seen that against better competition. He's not proven. Thank you, brother Thomas.
He's absolutely right, man. Thanks for being the mediator. I don't think Big Q gonna let that go in one end and out the other. Will be Thomas. Just let you know. He just heard the part where you said he not proven. He didn't hear the other part.
I read the damn comment. What you talking about, man? I read it. I heard you just
ain't gonna acknowledge the other part.
You
gonna go back to talk about plantains and Cam Reddish and shit.
You mad at my comp? That's what you mad at. It's all right. You can be mad all you want. That's my comp. Shaedon Sharpe is a souped up Cam and a souped up DD on.
Hold on, Willie trying to say something, man.
Hey, y'all can see. Look what I got. You see, DC.
What that is, Willie?
Them pepper players, nigga. I told you about them.
All right. Well, you wasn't playing, huh?
Hey, boy, bro, I'm telling you, I got probably about close to 100 of them.
Shit, that's what's up.
Yeah,
you might want to start freezing some of them, bro. We might need them. Time's getting hard.
Well, you know,
might have to the mail for something.
You sound bad, bro.
You cutting in and out, Willie.
moving on. Hold on. Let me be
It's
cool.
like
You
a
know?
hum going on, bro. You got like a hum behind you.
Yeah, man, too much shit going on. Hey, I'm gonna send your ass some Scotch bonnet peppers with your Jamaican ass. You know what I'm saying? Bring you back to your roots.
Shit, I'm gonna eat them too. I'm gonna chop them suckers up, put them in the salad.
No, you can't chop them up, man. When you cook with them, you got to put the whole pepper in the pot, and you can't bust it, or you gonna mess your food up, son. I'm telling you.
DC about to
Why you say that?
Huh?
Why you say that?
That's how you cook with the peppers, man. You put them in you take one pepper and put it in the pot, and then you cook. You know whatever you cook it, you cook that pepper down in there, but you don't bust that pepper. If you bust that pepper, you ain't gonna be able to eat the shit.
What type of poisonous ass pepper you trying to give me with?
No, I'm talking about the Scotch bonnet, man. When the people cook with the Scotch bonnet peppers, man, they don't bust them peppers. They put the peppers in that hole and let that shit cook in there.
Okay.
Because if you bust the pepper, then that shit gonna be too hot for you to eat.
Oh, what? Nah, from New Orleans,
DC from Jamaica, boy. For Syria.
I ain't never ran across nothing that was too hot.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what. Hey, DZ, give me about 3 months, and I'm gonna see you some shit that's too hot. I guarantee you.
They were talking about them with the habanero peppers or somebody gave.
I'm talking about Carolina Reaper.
Okay, that's a hell of a name. Now that sounds like death. Carolina Reaper.
It is death, man. You eat that shit, man, boy. When you shit that, when you go to the bathroom and feel like your booty inside out, boy, and you shit all that hot ass shit out, boy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, nigga, I got some shit. I got peppers I got the hottest peppers in the world.
Okay.
I'm talking about I got the top 3. I got the Carolina Reaper, I got the Scorpion pepper, and I got I got all kind of shit. I got ghost chili peppers, I got the chocolate buka.
You got the pepper that killed that white man on Dumb and Dumber?
No, I ain't got that one. I ain't got no Victory All either. I got the pepper.
All right, well, let's talk Pels, bro. What you think about the Pels? Are you still gonna make the playoffs this upcoming year?
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all and tell y'all that I watch college basketball. You know, I watch NBA. The Pelicans need a point guard, bro. Plain and simple. And I'm like to the 2K. They need a sharp shooting facilitator.
You don't think CJ McCullough could be that?
No. CJ McCullough is a 2 guard, bro. We need a point guard that could shoot, he could play defense, and he can get the assists. That's what we need.
You don't think Brandon Ingram could be that?
No.
I mean, there's several players that operate that role. I mean,
no. See, when we
Brandon
get that,
Ingram brings the ball up, and Zion got the Zion can run. So I mean,
you see, they were trying to get. You see, at one time they were trying to get Chris Paul. They wouldn't.
No, before they had CJ McCullough.
No, but that was for a reason. They were trying to get. They need a flow general, man. They ain't got the Pelicans. Ain't got no flow general, man. And y'all know it.
But this is my thing. This is my thing, Willie. I'm gonna ask you this and really think about it. Please tell me what the Boston Celtics floor general is. Who's their floor general?
Smart.
No. He ain't their floor general. He do a little facilitate now. He ain't no damn floor general.
He played a 1 and it's working.
I mean, he played point guard, but his defense is his shining attribute. Nobody, you don't never hear nobody say, "Oh, boy, you seen that pass Marcus Smart did? Boy, he's a hell of a facilitator."
No.
The whole team. Like, I don't never hear that shit.
Yeah, but you see, Marcus Smart, they sit that boy about 9 minutes, and when they brought it back in that game, he was wet.
No. Hold up. Don't mistake that for saying Marcus Smart not a good player. I'm just saying he's not what I consider a floor. He's not Rajon Rondo. He's not a Chris Paul. He's not a guy like that. Nah, he's a hell of a point guard. I love to have him on my team.
He not all them dudes, but he fit his position. Would he play for that team?
He do, but I'm bringing that point to say, like, there's multiple teams that are successful. They don't have no floor general. Who's the Milwaukee Bucks floor general?
And look, and I'm gonna tell you something. They
only got a few teams with floor generals, though.
They ain't winning no championship either. Without them, they're gonna sit there. They're gonna lose.
Name all the teams that won championships and give me their floor generals.
Fuck, Golden State, LeBron James. The Lakers, LeBron James. The Bulls, Michael Jordan. I mean, you want to keep
Michael Jordan and the Bulls? They didn't have no floor general, man.
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Scottie Pippen was basically their point guard.
Wait a minute. Michael Jordan gonna get that ball, and it might have 12 seconds left. He gonna make a move. He gonna go to the paint, and he gonna dish it. And y'all know that Mike.
That's not what defines a floor general, though, Willie. A floor general is somebody who can manipulate and orchestrate the whole offense without even scoring. They know where everybody's supposed to be. They set them up. They're responsible for points that they're not scoring. They excel in that role.
You understand that, but we need a cat that could set the table for other people to eat, bro. That's what the Pelicans need.
We got it. That's what I'm saying. You don't. It's not one way to do it. You got BI, you got Zion, you got CJ. With them three guys, everybody else is gonna benefit off of that.
And then after that, all we got is a whole bunch of shooting guards and defensive, like 3 and D, and some of them can't even do the 3. They just D. I'm just saying that's all they got.
That's all you need. What are you talking about? Look at all the teams who won championships. There's a bunch of teams who ain't had no damn floor general. Man, that ain't the only way to do it.
They don't have a
superstar.
Hold on. Since I've been living, they ain't have a championship team. They didn't have that one player that could control the floor of the game.
Well, I mean, a superstar can control the floor of the game. Well, that don't make him a floor general.
That's the floor general. If I control the floor of the game,
if you're saying that, I agree with you. Then, if your definition, anybody who good is a floor general, then I agree with you. Floor general to me is a different category.
Hey, look, what I'm saying is, if I could get me, and then I could get other people off with my assist, and I could control the floor of the game, then I'm the floor general. You ain't got to be.
You just made up a definition for it in your old head, bro.
Hey, you ain't necessarily got to be no point guard to be a floor general, bro. But we ain't got none.
What the hell? So wait, you don't have to be a point guard to have a floor general, but we don't have any, right? That's what you said? After we just watched B.I. By your definition, B.I. is a floor general, bro.
All we got all hog and greedy niggas that gonna go get them right now. We need somebody.
Nobody on our team greedy. The one thing I can say is at times CJ McCollum, when he first got here, was getting acclimated. He was shooting too much. He was trying to figure out his role.
I know that dude was shooting, man. 25 shots a game.
But that's it. Nobody else on our team, you can't even hint to say anything about selfishness or being greedy. Like, what are you talking about, though?
Yeah, bro. All them niggas on the Pelicans be clicking, and you know it.
No, they don't, Willie. I brought my damn my umbrella today. So you can spit all the goddamn rain you want. Keep blocking this shit.
Willie, let me ask you, the Pelicans going to the playoffs and stuff coming here?
Yeah, they going.
Right.
You
gotta ask them a tougher one. They won the championship this year.
If they regress, then they're gonna be somebody got to get fired.
What?
Wait, what?
You heard what I said? If they regress, somebody got to get fired.
Oh wow! I actually, that's the one thing you said. I actually agree with.
Yeah,
or traded. Somebody gonna get traded.
If they regress, which means not to make the playoffs, somebody should be fired.
Yeah, somebody
degress.
Okay, I got you. All right, Brother Willie. We added some new family members to the stream along with Brother Willie. We got Brother James chiming in and Brother Kenneth is in the stream.
Hey, hold on. I want to ask you a question. You know, and I'm serious with this shit. What I'm about to ask you. Why, when I get on here, you want to put all these different cats on here with me?
God damn, Willie. So you think?
And I don't mind him being on that woman, but the first cat was by itself. I had to sit there and wait through all that shit he was talking to.
I was wondering, I'm like, what a panel at, man? I gotta have a panel. I'm sitting there waiting on a call. I can't wait on no call. I need a panel.
Yeah. You, I don't know what type of operation you running over there, but I ain't all right. Yeah.
Damn. We just gave you about 10 minutes of floor general talk, Willie. Come on, bro.
I'm talking about why I gotta have other people on here with me, and the first dude they have nobody. I'm talking about equality. That's what they say.
Equality.
That's what they say. Inclusion. That's what they say.
Oh man, who the hell is they?
The Democrat? Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Democrat?
We don't mean nothing by it, Will. We don't mean nothing by it, bro.
I know. I'm just saying something, you know.
I mean,
but can I say something about Shaedon Sharpe real quick that I wanted to say up to DC? I've been trying to tell DC, waiting for a call.
Willie, your phone humming, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Something else.
That's a strong ass fan back there.
It sounds like a wire unplugged.
Yeah, bro, you sound like you standing right up under a transformer. It's humming. It's making like a hum sound. You ain't around no transformers, right?
It might have.
Oh my god.
You got earplugs? Try your earplugs, Willie.
They don't want. There they go right there. They don't want that. Hold on.
Yeah, because it's humming something bad, bro. I'm gonna mute you a little bit just when you get ready.
Hey, don't mute me. Hold on, right there. I got it right there.
Okay.
Let me say something about Shaedon Sharpe. DC. How can you think somebody with the attitude, like you said earlier, that he came in, he's like, I
Hey, there we
deserve
go.
to,
No more humming.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh, beautiful, Willie. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you think somebody with that attitude coming in, he young, he still gotta prove himself. He feel like he don't gotta prove himself to nobody. He could just go straight to the league. Why you think that would be a good fit with this team where we all about positivity, playing for one another and stuff like that? Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, exactly what you're trying to say.
Hey, but I'll tell you why.
Damn, Willie, he asked me.
I know. Hey, hold on. Let me tell you why though. Because he a rookie, you know what I'm saying, and he got to get with the program. You see what I'm saying? He ain't gonna go there and try to step on nobody's toes. He trying to make the team and contribute. That's why he could be a candidate. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's a fact when you first get with somebody, but you know how relationships work. You start doing it, and then your old ways come out.
Yeah, but the love doctor
gonna
the love doctor gonna get him in there with that love and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the love doctor gonna have him right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that they could, but I'm saying they got other players that been tried and true. That's already knows like
I understand that, but but the love doctor know how to talk to them cats, and you know he know how to motivate them cats to do what they got to do. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, bro.
Yeah, but why? I'm saying why put that type of energy on the team when we already got somebody? When they got other players.
Yeah, but when he get there, it ain't gonna be no energy because the love doctor gonna calm all that down, bro. I'm telling you. When you get under that, look how them dudes, look how they progress when they get under that dude wing. Look how the Pelicans did when they got under that dude. Boy, that dude is a superstar coach that we got, and we got the whole on time.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's all about the coach, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay, but I'm saying, so that's who you would draft, Willie. You would draft Shaedon Sharpe if you feel.
Hey, bro, no, I'm drafting a point guard.
Like Dyson Daniels.
Somebody that gonna play defense. Somebody that can hit the open three. Because you know we got Zion, we got Valanciunas.
He gonna draft Ty.
So look, defense is gonna be. Defense.
Two Kyras.
Yeah, look, defense. No, we could trade Kyra. But look, defense is gonna be collapsed automatic with Zion and Brandon Ingram and all them. The defense is gonna have to suck into them people. We need somebody that can hit an open shot.
But we're not talking about. I mean, when I'm thinking about this, I'm not talking about somebody that's trying to play with Zion. I'm talking about somebody that like who I would want to draft. I would talk about somebody that like a Jordan Poole type, like somebody wouldn't like the stars could sit down and
Hey,
put an
bro.
Otto Porter.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Let me tell you something. You see what's been happening to Jordan Poole the last couple of games?
That was one game. What you mean?
I don't mean it was one game. It was the
It was one
It was
game.
the game.
Jordan Poole has shown that if he can't get off, then he's pretty much useless on the court.
He useless.
Damn.
The boy had handcuffs on that boy. Jordan Poole was in OPP that game.
But but without Jordan Poole, I don't think they would have made it this far. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they could have made it without Jordan Poole. But Jordan Poole, man, bro. Hey, bro, if you can't do, bro, if you can't do that shit every night, then, bro, I don't know what to say about you. We need you to do that shit every night.
You could just say he a all right player, like an all right player that knows his role.
He all right.
That's what I'm saying. That's all we need. That's all we need is somebody that's all right that could get. This dude was average. What he average? He averaged like at least 20 points a game.
Bro,
off the bench.
Bro, we need a dog at point guard. I'm telling you. And we had a dog.
I think we got that on the second unit.
Hey, no, I'm talking about starting. And we had a dog at point guard that was starting. We would have beat the Suns.
Ain't nobody that you drafting this year starting at all.
Right. I think we should get Benedict.
Let me answer the Shaedon Sharpe question you asked me before it go too far to something else. Yeah. Because we got a lot of Shaedon Sharpe haters, to the left.
I'm just saying, like DC, like but he sat out the whole year.
Hold up, Kenneth. I'm gonna answer it for you. Right, and I stated it earlier when I talked about it because I went and I looked at it and I thought about it. I think a lot of the sitting out and the funny shit, he being advised by people around him that he didn't want to get drafted to Orlando. He don't want to go to a team where he feel like he can't win. That's what I see. Maybe it could be something else. He was trying to not risk injury or have this mentality that you stated. But I think it's more of he really didn't want to go to one of those suck ass franchises. And then the second part of it, Willie kind of answered for me with Willie Green. What he said, I mean, everybody, man, this is infectious what the Pels got. People come in here and they just love it here. So a lot of that can change, when he gets around a team like we have, man, and you see everything that's in front of you as far as the talent and what could possibly happen here, man. You're talking about having a potential dynasty team if you play your cards right and everything go right. Obviously, a lot of things got to align, but it is possible. It's not crazy to say that the Pels can be a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? And it's materializing more and more every day. So if you get a guy like that and he don't have to play his first year, bar an injury or something, and he can develop his game even more, and you see all this goddamn potential he got, I mean, the sky is the limit, in my opinion. We don't really need somebody to come in and start this year. So why not get the best developmental prospect you can possibly get if he's there?
Because it's a certain thing about hitting on boom or bust when you don't have to.
Yeah,
you don't have
his
to.
His floor would be a 6-man, bro. I
don't think his floor is as high as people. Because I said this before. Shaedon Sharpe is the type where if he hits, he hits. If he don't, it's gonna fuck up. Like it's not gonna be. I don't think there's an in between with him. Like I think it's a situation where I think Keegan Murray is the type that has a high floor where. Even though he may not be, even though he may not be.
Bro.
That's where your commentary should be going toward Keegan Murray.
Hold on. Shaedon Sharpe didn't play. Shaedon Sharpe didn't play in college.
No.
Okay. All right.
No, he didn't. He said out, which that's another thing I'll bring up. You said like he
didn't want to. Look. I'm looking at his highlight right now. I'm about to see what he is.
All right, go ahead, James. You was talking.
I was gonna say, like, the thing is that the reason why I don't trust that situation, like, even though you brought it, like, he may not want to get drafted by Orlando, it sounds too familiar to the whole, like, what people dealing with the Zion situation. Like, at least Zion, like, you can look at, like, okay, we still gonna take a chance on that, bro. Like, you just a dog. We don't give a damn about none of that extra shit. Whereas Shaedon Sharpe, we ain't seen him play in a year, and I still think some of that Zion stuff is blown out of proportion. But like, you have to be able to to, even though Willie, I trust in him to have a good coach and all that stuff. I also think that you also have to give him guys that are willing to put in the work to do so. And if you think about like the whole Trey Murphy situation, right? Trey Murphy wasn't a bad-minded person this year, but apparently there was some like cockiness to him that he kind of had to like get up out of him. But if you think about Trey Murphy's mentality, it's not it's only about me type situation. I just think he's one of those type of guys like, hey, you got to simmer down a little bit. Shaedon Sharpe is just one of them dudes that at the 8th pick, like you say, we don't have to get it right to the point where we find our next superstar or our third guy. But I do think that you do need to find dudes that will come in and play hard from the jump. That it's like, hey, whatever you need me to do, I'm here to do it. Like, I don't think Keegan Murray gonna be there. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, that's who my pick is, but I don't think he's gonna be there. But I think Ben Mathurin is a good pick. I like Dyson Daniels. I think he a good pick.
I heard worse on Ben Mathurin for his mentality than others. I heard a lot of people saying he want to be like the guy, number one dude, and that's what I heard.
I heard he's confident. That's what I heard. Like, I heard he's confident. I haven't heard that he's worse off. Like, he don't want to be. But I think the thing is that I don't mind someone wanting to be the dude. Like, Shaedon Sharpe wanting to be the guy, and the problem for me is really more the fact that if you're saying, oh, well, I ain't gonna play and show my talent so I can, drop out. Like you said, he listens to people that's in his camp that's not that good. I mean, that's not had the best for him. Like, we've already dealing with that. Like, we're already dealing.
But I
with
mean,
that's what I'm trying to say,
James. Because like with this situation, you have all the keys in this situation, as opposed to Zion, where you drafted him number 1. Like, you gotta play him, you gotta acquiesce to him a little bit. You drafted Shaedon Sharpe number 8. You ain't gotta. But you here for 4 years, 5 years, and ain't nothing you can do about it. You gotta get in line.
I hear you, but Shaedon Sharpe just seemed like one of them dudes, bro, that he may end up being in China playing within 2 years. Like, I'm not. He's talented. Don't get me wrong. He's very, very talented. But I think people also realize, because I don't think this draft is all that good. I think that this is a draft that you can get some good, solid role players. But most of this draft, if you go looking back drafts before, even when they real good, like Tyler Hero, everybody said, oh, that's a hit. And he's a 6-man, right? So with a lot of these players, I think that's coming in, I think you got to be real, real careful is that, okay, where are we right now? We're in a situation where we should be a playoff team, barring injury, right? We're very, very healthy. Let me say real quick, I am totally against like getting off the Devontae Graham contract by trading 8. Like, his contract is not that bad to give up the 8th pick. That's no. And I told Fitz that. But anyway, the thing is that
it's true.
Yeah. The thing is that, yeah.
Hey, look, I'm looking at the dude right now. Boy, the Pelicans could get him at number 8. That's a steal.
I don't think that's a steal.
Oh my goodness.
Boy, that's a hey. Look, hey, say, bro.
James was talking, Willie. He was.
I know. I just had to say something, about Shaedon Sharpe. But hey, bro, that dude could shoot, and he go to the goal and fucking jug. But he could shoot.
Yeah, but Willie, that's what I'm. But that's okay. But a lot of players in this league could shoot and go to the goal. That's not the problem.
He ain't the point guard you want, is he?
No, he ain't. He ain't the point guard, but he could develop into some fucking shit, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I'm looking at this.
That's what we said about a lot of players. We trying to question his loyalty to teams that if he questioning them, he don't want to be there. Let's say he not getting enough playing time because he come here. He gonna feel some type of way, and we just gonna be out of an 8 pick after that. You know what I'm saying?
Dog. If that dude could do what he do in high school and he could do that in the pros, he gonna get the PT.
But we've seen with Willie Green, that there's certain ways that you can definitely get on the court. Like, I don't know if y'all listened to the podcast with him and Andre Iguodala, but it was clear he was talking about Trey Murphy, that he said that we had a rookie this year that was, going through some stuff that we was like, you have a skill set that we need right now.
Wow.
We need right now. Like, ain't not tomorrow, now. But you got to get it together, right? And so the thing, but if we look at everybody else, how did Herb Jones get on the floor playing defense? How did Jose Alvarado get on the floor? Like, it was some injuries, but he stayed there because he was able to play defense. The reason why Trey Murphy could not stay on the floor early on into the season is because he was lost on the defensive side of the ball. You have to be able to play, not only to play defense, but play hard and know your role and do what you're supposed to do. If Shaedon Sharpe if we just talking about somebody scoring, he's not going. If he can't play no defense, he's not going to get on the floor. Like that's just how
he can play defense though, James. That's the thing.
Well, how do we know that? Because we ain't seen him play in a year.
Well,
like going against high school dudes ain't telling me nothing.
Yeah, but from everything that I've seen,
hold on.
Willing to play defense. Like it ain't like he's
taking hold on. I'm looking at this dude pull up from the timeline and hit the three. That say a lot.
Everything this dude doing at 18, this shit is not normal, man.
No, that's not normal. Like no, DC, you're right. That shit, what I'm looking at with that dude with his tape, that ain't normal at 18. It's not.
If you get this dude and what you think he is,
I want to say something. I want to say something real quick. I want everybody talk about high school, and I know some people can tell. I want y'all to go look at Pat Bev in high school. That the dude almost put a 50 game in high school, and he's a bona fide role player. I don't care about what he did.
But he's short.
I don't care about the numbers, James. I'm not looking at the numbers. I'm looking at what he doing, how he doing, and how it look on the tape. I'm not looking at the numbers.
Pat Beverly. Pat Beverly 6 foot or something.
I thought Shaedon Sharpe was 6'4", ain't he?
He look like he taller than that to me.
Like 6'5", isn't he?
He about 6'3", 6'4".
No, we talking about Sharpe.
Oh, he's 6'6", almost 6'7".
That's what I'm talking about.
He 18.
That's a big difference. Hey, that's a big difference than a 6 foot point guard.
DC, I haven't seen you this excited about a prospect since Cam Reddish.
Man, I get the hell out of there. I ain't say shit about Cam Reddish. No goddamn draft.
Big Q. Stop. That's the only thing that giving me trepidation about this cat because DC on him like that because he was on Cam Reddish.
It's 2 things going on right here behind the scenes that y'all don't know
Big Q got y'all fooled with this Cam Reddish.
No. Cam Reddish been hot garbage to me. I don't know what you've seen in him.
Hey, it's DC. Let me tell you something. There's 2 things going on behind the scenes that y'all
hold on, man. I'm coming back.
Number one.
DC said he ain't trying to hear that shit.
Number one, DC been pumping this guy, pulling up and saying this about this guy, and I never heard him be this real excited about a prospect since Cam Reddish. Now the second thing is, I think the dude, his agency or whoever he's working with, has got DC's Cash App, and that's what's going on right here. Some Mel Kiper shit. Well, he's sending
not Mel Kiper.
Yeah, that's a fact.
There he is, James. He giving DC money to elevate him in the draft. Never mind the fact that he don't have no collegiate tape. We just gonna watch all
Q.
He playing the guys way lower than his level. He dunking on people.
Q, hold on.
Fantastic athletically, but you really want to give up an 8 pick? The drop, the pulling this guy.
All right, but Q,
I'm good on that.
Right, I'm good on that. We don't need to take them kind of risks. Johnny Davis, please, or even Benedict Mathurin. I ain't mad at you, or even Dyson Daniels.
All right,
but that's a little too far fetched for me to go and reach.
Big Q,
on Cam Reddish part 2, bro. We good.
Big Q, listen. I can punch holes in your argument because look at LeBron James. He ain't got no college.
Oh my goodness!
I'm just saying.
But I hear you. But you talk about LeBron with everybody at point recognized like dog.
I don't give a damn. LeBron came straight out of high school, bro.
He ain't LeBron,
bro.
I ain't saying he was LeBron.
Man, Willie done brought me back, man. Willie brought that make all the damn sense in the world. Like Kobe Bryant didn't come out of high school.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You acting like Kevin Durant. I'm not Kevin Durant. Kevin Garnett didn't come out of high school. Durant could have came out of high school. LeBron, they do have players, bro, that you see.
It's Sharpe one of them.
At a young age, you like.
It's Sharpe one of them.
Other shit.
It's Sharpe one of them.
He looked like one of them to me.
Now you talking about. Hold on, before we even go, let's put context to this shit now. Because I'm sick of you pumping this dude up here like you Cam Reddish. I'm tired of it.
I don't give a shit about no Cam Reddish. I don't put Reddish on my
here. Let me say what I got.
God, boy. That man said he ain't give a shit about Cam Reddish. God damn.
Now see you.
That's how you know he mad.
Yeah, he lying. You know he lying. That dude, all he talks about is Cam Reddish and
Tracy McGrady. That's right, calling Gene. There's been a bunch of players, man, that we saw dominate in high school.
Hold on.
Came out with that guy. And this fool was the number one player in high school.
Hold on.
Going into college.
Moses Malone.
Time out. You saying these are Hall of Famers, dude, that you talking about. That you comparing Shaedon Sharpe to, just to let you know.
But somebody had to get them dudes a chance.
You got that, bro.
Were they Hall of Famers at 18?
Dude,
nope.
Let me tell you
somebody
something.
had to give him a chance.
Bro, I watched this kid play. This kid is talented, but you putting him up there with LeBron and all these other cats. Look, bro, are you crazy?
I mean, I told you his floor is J.R. Smith, bro.
His floor.
He either gonna be one of them dudes or he'll be a J.R. Smith.
That man gonna be in.
That's the worst. That's the worst it'll be.
Hey, who is J.L. Smith? I know J.R. Smith, but who is J.L.
Smith?
Bro, haven't seen enough of him.
He said he think you saying JL.
He said JL. No,
yeah, he thought you said JL, not JR.
I think that man got decent cash up, bro. I ain't never heard
okay.
like this since Cam.
But I say
go on, thank you, bro. See, I got 5 on y'all to answer the question I asked. Go Pels. Okay, what's
the question?
Question says, question to the panel before the show ends: how close of a relationship BI and Zion have? And how do y'all think?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
I was too busy having fun talking about DC and making his Cam Reddish to Shaedon Sharpe comparison.
Ain't no goddamn Cam Reddish comparison. It's totally different.
My comp. Thank you very much. Is I say that Sharpe is a more offensively gifted Cam Reddish and a more offensively gifted Didi Louzada. That's my comp.
So he's a second round pick.
And James, and both of them happen to be 2 people DC always pushing on the show. So go figure that. But go ahead and
y'all act like players didn't get drafted straight out of high school, man. What's wrong with that?
That ain't the point. If he dropped out of high school, it's how good is the dude? He ain't as good as you thinking he is. But go ahead and answer the question.
So I say this about
that's always a chance with
DC
draft, bro.
James is about to answer the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad, James, bro. James, you so level-headed and humble. I ain't even here, bro. I'm
you just triggered right now. That's all.
I am triggered. I'm triggered.
It's more like BI and Zion relationship is pretty good considering the fact I don't think there's no issue between them two. Like I heard that the only issue BI had was Stan Van Gundy last year, just strictly only putting the ball in his hand to orchestrate the offense. But it wasn't his issue with Zion. It was just the issue with how it was being conducted. But as far as how they are, they pretty cool. Especially the fact that they come from that brotherhood, right? They both from Duke, right? They pretty much even though BI from Kingram and Zion from South Carolina, they still have that Carolina relationship and stuff like that. So it's not bad at all. I think they're gonna mesh fine with the court. I think people that say that BI and Zion is not going to work on the court or have not worked on the court, the issue wasn't the fact it's them two, it was everything around them that was not working that caused them to probably have some issue. Like last year you had Steven Adams, Lonzo Ball, and Eric Bledsoe on the court with them together that, outside of Zion just being able to get his own shot, it clouded the paint a lot for Brandon Ingram. So if you look at Brandon Ingram this year, obviously he's a lot better player than he was the last 2 years because he's able to, he know where his spot's at, he know where to get the ball at. At this point, it's just, working with Zion. So, okay, Zion understanding where's BI loves to get the ball at. Where does he want to be at? What spots do he want to get the ball at? And that's the reason why I think I've heard CJ McCollum saying he finna get both BI and Zion out there to New York so they can work on shit like that. So I don't think it's gonna be no problem with going forward. I think they both want to win. And we've seen how they react towards each other on the court. It's never nothing negative. They're always big up at each other and everything like that. And even Zion kind of said it himself at the end of the X interviews. BI the leader. He said it. He said he's the leader, so he's conceded that this is his team for the most part.
I got a question.
Hold on.
No, I'm done.
No, I got a question to go to what he's saying. I want to know how you could believe that when one man is getting all the shots, so it ain't gonna be no problem when one man getting all the shots because the other man stay hurt.
But they go get if he well, even the last year when they played together, they got, I want to say B.I. had probably more shots than he did.
Yeah, but I'm just
So
saying,
even like he just, because Zion don't need a lot of shots. That's crazy. Like 15 shots is not a lot, right? And because Zion is so efficient, like he'll go like 12 or 15 and have like 28
I'm gonna
points.
tell you something. Hey, but look, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. The Pelican, just the way I look at it, the Pelicans don't even need no extra piece. You know what I'm saying? If Fat Boy could stay healthy, boy, we gonna make some noise in the playoffs, boy. I'm telling you. With the team we got right now, that team is capable of winning a championship, but we just had the piece missing.
Well, what y'all think about the contract that they're trying to give him?
I think
hey, bro, that dude there, he know that he injury prone, so he not about to do no stupid shit. Whatever the Pelican will give him, he gonna sign it to get that bread.
It's still gonna be the max. It just won't be fully guaranteed. Like I think when
they're gonna have they're gonna have some stipulations in that contract. You know?
Yeah, like I think people make it a big deal, more big deal out of it than what it's gonna be.
No. I'm gonna tell you what it is, because I don't know why the national media hate New Orleans, and I don't know why. They go against the Saints. They go against everything we got cooking. So they always gonna put that narrative out there about Zion gonna go somewhere, or they're gonna put the narrative out about Jameis Winston. You see how they said he was limping? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they knew. Like the thing is that it's funny saying that because they know that if New Orleans came out there and said that we're gonna give him 5 years fully guaranteed, how stupid they would call New Orleans for doing that.
That's what they're gonna say. But look, I'm gonna tell you some shit. I'm gonna tell you what I believe. You see, in 2009, when Sean Payton kicked that onside kick, I believe he wasn't supposed to do that. I believe that the people wanted Peyton Manning to win that Super Bowl, and Sean Payton said, "Fuck y'all, I'm gonna win it." That's what I believe. And then after all them fucking penalties hit us after all that. I mean, the NFL came down on us, Bounty Gate, all type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I believe. I believe Sean Payton did some shit that he wasn't supposed to do when he kicked that offside kick, and the NFL been holding that shit against him all these years, and that's why he retired. And that's what I believe. And I believe that the national media hate every team that come out of fucking Louisiana. That's what I believe. Because they hold their nuts on us. It don't matter what we do and how good we do it, they still hold their nuts on us.
Yeah, and that's
what, and that's what I got to say about the national media. They some clowns. They're a joke. You know what I'm saying? ESPN is a joke. I mean, all them stations is a joke. You know what I'm saying? CNN, the Crying Negro Network, they're a joke. I mean, it's a whole bunch of shit.
The Crying Negro Network?
Yeah,
CNN. Heard that one before.
Yeah, that's where they go. That's where they Van John disrespect black men and gonna get up there and cry because Joe Biden the president. But how that shit looking right now?
I thought we were talking about basketball.
I know we're talking about it, but I ventured all. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm
saying. It worked out for him though. He got 100 million. He got 100 million from Jeff Bezos.
Who that?
Van. Whatever.
And I bet you he had to spread them cheeks to get that 100 million.
Let's keep it basketball here. Go ahead.
DC, hold your head up, DC.
The BI and Zion thing, no man.
Why you keep putting that Earl up there, man?
If you look at them since they've been here, man, I think the reason people think that, I think they have a very competitive relationship. I think they feed off of one another. And it was a point where, you know, the alpha dog thing was up there. Is it your team? Is it Zion's team? They're trying to make it Zion's team. And BI like, no, I'm here. I remember talking to one of my partners about the very first preseason game with Zion out there. And Lonzo threw Zion an alley. And BI jumped in the way and took it. He slammed it down. I was like, oh shit, this gonna be a problem. But as time went on, man, I just saw that it's a friendly competition they have. Like both of them want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But what my man just said a little while ago, James said that Zion has conceded the fact that BI is the leader because BI earned it, and Zion wasn't hurt. So it's gonna be fine. I believe. I think Zion is gonna try to fit in. BI is a better version of RJ Barrett, who Zion was used to playing with anyway, who got all the shots at Duke. Too many goddamn shots, if you ask me. I think if they would have ran a little bit more of that through Zion, they probably would have won.
I got a question for you, DC. DC, I got a question for you. Do you think Zion Williamson is an alpha male? Because I don't think he is one.
Man, listen, we get to all this alpha male, non-alpha male shit. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think it matters for basketball because listen, he could be a non-alpha male or whatever off the court, right? Or however he handle his problems. But if on the court, he's that guy. They got players that's like that, man. You might say they alpha on the court, but off the court they're doing, fugazi stuff. So I don't even really care. I know that. I know this. Zion go out there. Hold up, you asked me a question. You gotta let me answer it, Willie.
Go ahead.
Zion go out there.
Too long, man.
And all he do is dominate. He never complains, and they foul the hell out of him. And clutch time, he ready to get a bucket. He ain't showed me nothing to doubt him on the court other than his ability to stay healthy.
He a bully on the court.
That's the only doubt you have.
I still don't think he an alpha male until he show it.
Well, that's your opinion, man. I mean, the dude is 21 years old. How alpha were you at 21?
That's what I'm about to say. I think the only reason why we got
when I was 21, I was alpha as hell. I wanted to control everything.
And still doing sucker shit. You did some sucker shit too.
I ain't do no sucker shit, man.
But I think the only thing.
Man, you ain't perfect.
Hey, hold on. Catch that dude sucker shit end up in the penitentiary. I ain't never been there.
Everybody who do sucker shit don't end up in the penitentiary, Willie. But you do got a lot of brothers in there like that.
Sooner or later, they gonna go to the penitentiary. Sooner or later.
Nah, but the only thing I think that people say the relationship because they probably don't seem as close. I think it's just the age gap between the two. I think it's just two different generations to where they can't relate.
It ain't no more than 3 years.
Bro. We've been letting you talk all show. Chill out.
I know, but there ain't no more than 3 years. Age gap though.
Yeah, but 3 years is a lot.
I know, dog. Just chill.
3 years is a lot. If you just meeting somebody, you really have too much in common in different living situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that they could be cordial with each other, but I don't think they really could get too close.
Why not?
Yeah, I think they better be close as hell. You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense because if you think about it, like the one person that BI is the closest with on the team is Jose, and him and Jose the same age.
And
like,
Najee.
Well, Najee too. Like Najee, I don't know how old Najee is, but I think he was 23 or something like that. Like
Jose that old? How old Jose is?
Jose, I think 23, 24.
God damn,
Jose like 24.
Boy, Jose played every year.
Yeah,
Jose
24.
Mm-hmm.
Jose, he did. He was a 4-year player.
Yeah.
So and that's the thing. Like people forget. Like even though Bi only 24, he's been in the league 6 years, right? So that's why I think that people they look at Bi and saying, "Oh, this is his team now. He's the leader and all that stuff." Like, well, he's been in the league 6 years and he hitting that spot where he understands where he is, who he is. And how he needs to get there, like to put that on someone that's 21 years old, and I forgot what podcast I listened to. How often have a franchise that has put everything on a young player has been successful, right? Like you it's pretty much like maybe 3, LeBron, like, and then you think about like people bring up Magic Johnson, but Magic Johnson wasn't a leader at the time when he got drafted. It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like he still had veterans around him to help. And then when you think about, okay, you put Zion here, and then the oldest person that's on the team is Drew Holiday, who we know don't want to be the leader. Like he just want to do his job. Then you got Brandon Ingram, he young, trying to figure out. Lonzo Ball trying to figure out. Josh Hart still trying to figure out. Favors was just trying to do his thing. JJ Redick, the only reason why he came to New Orleans because, like he said, they had the high check for him. Like, so he came there, and even though he tried to be a leader, I don't think that he one of them dudes that you really listen to like that. And I don't think it's a coincidence that now everything that we see going on with the floor, it took BI to hit that shift to where, okay, you know what? Because remember, we all heard the story. As soon as the season was over with, he was the one orchestrating the off-season workout. He was the one that had people meeting out in Phoenix and Vegas. He was having 3-a-days. That is sick psycho shit to have 3-a-days practices. So he already had it on his mind. So that shift had changed. Everybody said that Jose Alvarado all said that whenever even with the 1-12 season, all that stuff, Brandon Ingram was along with Willie. Hey, bro, it's gonna turn around. Like he said, didn't nobody waver because Brandon Ingram and Willie Green didn't waver. And then you bring in a professional like CJ McCollum, who not only is a bucket, but at the same time, he knows what it takes to get to the playoffs. He knows what it takes to have a deep run in the playoffs and how to act. Like, it's no coincidence that we heard on I don't know if anybody saw this on ESPN when he was doing the broadcast saying, but when Magic Johnson asked him and said, hey, he asked him like, what's your plan? What you gonna do with Zion? He said, me and Zion already been in communication. He's gonna come out here in New York. I already told him I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to work out because I got all this stuff to do and everything like that. And then we're gonna meet up in Vegas. Like it's already set up. So it just, you just needed somebody on the team to sit there and really be like, hey, this what we doing, this how we doing it, and then
you need an asshole. You need
an
asshole. CJ McCollum is an asshole.
Hey, but look, bro. Let me let y'all know something. You know that Brandon Ingram pump? You know that pump? There's a pump. Brandon Ingram is a pump, and it's primed to explode. So I'm telling you, and I hope it explodes on us.
Are you saying a pump? A pump?
A pump, and it's primed.
P-U-M-P?
Yeah, a pump, and it's primed. The pump has been primed, and that boy gonna fool around and explode. And look, I was down on him until this year, until I seen what he gave us.
Who was the main one saying Brandon Ingram wasn't shit?
Didn't I just say that? Hey, didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that?
He did say that. He did say
all right, didn't I just say that?
You said you was down on him.
Yeah,
I gotta clarify. You said he wasn't shit.
Yeah, I said all that shit.
But Willie's changing his mind right before our eyes. We've changed Willie's mind, DC. So stop.
No, y'all didn't change my mind.
I gotta make him lay on that hard ass bed.
Y'all can't change my mind. Hey, Brandon Ingram changed my mind.
You can't just try to say you were down on
Brandon Ingram has been. We've been saying that about Brandon Ingram.
That what y'all said, but I ain't see it.
Willie, you've been hating on several Pelican players for some time.
The whole thing.
You've been hating on 7 Pelican players. They couldn't make the playoffs. This team is a lottery team. Y'all sit up here.
Right.
If I was
See, bro, you being just you being ambiguous with this shit you said. Ambiguous. Yeah, because you know I got to use the words on y'all. Because I said that shit before they got CJ McCollum. You need to stop it, Q.
Oh, you said that and then you changed your mind.
When they got CJ McCollum, I had to change my mind when he went out there and started getting them buckets.
But they was in a 10th spot before they got CJ McCollum.
And it was already in the and it was okay. And where they finished at? At what spot they finished in?
Ninth.
At the end of the regular season. Okay.
Well, let me tell you this, Willie. You got a lot of victory all the day, bro. You got a big ass drum full. Got a big ass drum full of victory all the day, Willie.
Yeah, big ass drum. Hey, but my victory, look, my victory all cheaper than that shit Joe Biden pushing out there. How high gas is right now?
Hey, DC. What DJ? I want to talk to him about Dalton Home.
Oh, tell me what DJ. That's what I want to know,
man. Remember when you put that on Twitter?
Yeah,
and I ain't seen DJ since. Could tell him nothing about the jersey.
Hey, look. Hey, Q. That's who DC sound like. He sound like DJ with them players that he hoping they're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what's going on.
Get out of here. DJ hate Shaedon Sharpe. He too good.
What
about William Gabriel? Hey, what about William
Dominique Wilkins to DC, boy?
Hey, what about William Gabriel? What about him? You heard me?
What about him?
I'm talking about how DJ love William Gabriel.
Oh, now I ain't gonna lie though. One of them games, they came back and they beat us because of William Gabriel. Man, that shit was funny.
Yeah,
one of them games we played against the Lakers, they beat us because of William Gabriel.
Lakers ain't beat us this year. We swept the Lakers.
Yeah, we swept the
we
Lakers.
I'm
swept the
talking about
Lakers.
in the it was like another part of the season. It wasn't when it was
another
critical.
universe. Yeah, DC was on another
No,
planet.
it wasn't another universe.
He played on the.
It's an alternate
So
universe.
we played them like 3 or 4 times.
We played him 3
We
times.
swept them. We swept them when we needed to get them
Boy,
victories.
DC, boy, you need to. Hey, boy, DC, your memory is something wrong with your memory. You got that all time or something.
It's
The
called
Lakers they beat us.
weeds. That's what it's called. It's called
Put down the weed, as the boys say.
Oh, man, they invented it there. That's where it's at,
Hey,
man. It's legal. You can trade it like on the stock market. You go up there, it's this color, that color. You know what I'm saying?
This color, that color. You want that purple? I got that green. What's up?
I got that. Hey, man, put some pineapples up in
Damn,
there.
wait.
Man.
Oh, man, all right, I guess I'm tripping there. Y'all go ahead and crack y'all jokes and shit.
No, I was trying to figure like, did we play them in the preseason? Like, I was trying to think.
I might be tripping. Maybe I'm thinking about last year or some shit. When
Yeah,
you
you
wasn't even on the team. Well, whatever. When we bust their ass, when your game was the only one playing good. Maybe I thought we was about to lose.
That was in the alternate
He was gonna be the guy.
yeah,
that's right. Yeah, he had a good game. He had a good game, but they won. All right, I was wrong.
Whatever.
Universe, the NBA and the alternate universe.
Nah, I don't do all that. I don't do all
That dude
that.
DC really tried to cover it up too. Said, "Oh, that was just a different part."
Oh, that was a different world I was thinking about. Yeah, that was
No, there ain't no different world. I was just wrong.
Look,
okay.
God damn, DC.
What else is wrong about DC?
Look, I'm like, look,
At least I admit my wrong. Unlike you acting like you ain't mispronouncing people's names and shit.
Hey, bro,
Yeah, he do that all the time. Yeah, he do that all the time. Hey, you can't pay that man to say. Hey, you can't pay that man to say Josiah.
Josiah.
Yeah, you can't. And somebody spell it for you, and you read it, and somebody spell it.
Willie.
Hold on, and some Q.
I said it.
You need to pay me because I taught you.
No, you said you can't pay that man to say Josiah. I said Josiah. Where my money at?
No, I'm saying if somebody write it down. No. What I'm saying is if somebody write Josiah down and put it in front of Josiah's face, you can't pronounce it.
I said Josiah.
Damn. No, you didn't. You call that man, hey, Josiah Bronson on the Saints team. You call that man all kinds of shit.
Josiah Bronson on the Saints team.
Who is Josiah?
There is no Josiah Bronson. I don't know what
last year they had a cat named Josiah on the team, and Q, you call that man everything but Josiah.
Who was Josiah on the team last year?
Let me ask the question though. Let me ask.
He was one of them cats. He was one of them cats that were trying to make the team. That's what he was. You know what I'm saying?
We talking Pelicans. What you talking about, my brother?
I'm talking about.
I got a question for y'all.
I'm talking about how you butcher everybody's name. That's what I'm talking about.
I ain't butcher your name. I gave you the term WB3 because you was upset that we was using
bro, I've been WB3 ever since the WB network came out.
You was Willie Bibbins III. You done changed the WB3.
I had to change. But I've been WB3.
You got upset because I kept saying KLJ, NAW. Why y'all giving these names to these players and they ain't earned nothing? I like you.
Well, Q. Hey, Q, what my initials is? What my initials is, Q?
WB3, bro. There you go.
All right, so man, ain't like you get it to me, man. I know you just called it to me, but I've been had that.
Oh, so
no, but y'all don't think. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, Kenneth. Go ahead.
All right, so I know y'all was high on Trey Murphy. I really wasn't that high on Trey Murphy. I mean, he still got a lot to prove. But y'all don't think, okay, let's say we get Johnny Davis or Benedict Mathurin. Y'all don't think they're gonna be better than Trey Murphy?
No.
Come on now.
No.
In the role they gonna come, I feel like they're gonna come in and just be a perfect fit. Those two players gonna be a way better fit than what Trey Murphy was. I don't think both of those players gonna even go to the G League, to be honest, or either of those players.
More likely they're going to the G League because it's just not enough minutes for them right now. But like the thing is,
that's what I'm saying. One of those people gonna have to leave.
Ain't gonna be Trey.
No, I'm saying not Trey. No, not Trey. I'm talking about Kyra or Devontae.
But I don't think they leaving this year. I don't think it's because I think the way that it's set because everybody want to do trades and all that stuff. And I think if what David Griffin is gonna do is we're gonna just bring the draft pick in. We're gonna have him develop. We're gonna play. This gonna be the first year we come in with the team pretty much set the first time in a long time, right? So let's just see what we got before we make any crazy deals. And then as the season progressed, then they may make a move, right? They may trade Jackson Hayes or Devontae Graham at the trade deadline and see what happens. The one thing
wait,
that you
wait.
don't, what's up?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I was
Boy,
gonna say,
boy, Johnny Davis, nice boy.
but the
What you were
thing
saying,
is,
James?
but the thing is about Trey Murphy is that every time that we've needed Trey Murphy to come up big, he came up big. When we was down versus the Lakers, who was the one that got us back into the game? Trey Murphy. When we were going against the Clippers and Willie Green, as much as I love Willie Green, it was very, very weird that he put in Tony Snell, and then he took Tony Snell out, put Trey Murphy in. What happened? He started bombing. We came in. Like Trey Murphy, I think is one of them dudes that when he gets hot, it's a wrap. Like you just go ahead and just put, and that's again, we ain't even seen what he'll look like with Zion on the court, right? And he's adding to his game. Like one of the things that the negative of him coming into the season was his inability to put the ball on the floor. He obviously, as the season went on, was able to do more and more of that as it went on. And it looks like that's what he's been practicing on this entire offseason, is being able to put the ball on the floor. And he can play very, very good defense. Like him and Herb Jones on the court together, good fucking luck. Because you got two dudes that's 6'9", which he was 6'7" last year. Apparently, they measured him again, and he's 6'9". So he's gotten taller since the last time he was measured at the combine. And you got him and Herb Jones, both with 7-foot wingspan. He led all rookies in 3-point shooting percentages and stuff like that. And that's even considering the fact that he started late in the season. So I don't think that, he any of the dudes that's going to like Ben Mathurin. Like I think Ben Mathurin may have more of an offensive ability, like being able to get to the basket and all that stuff. But I've seen Trey Murphy do a lot. Like Trey Murphy athletic as hell. I don't think people give his credit about how much of an athlete he is. How many people that we saw him put in a poster this year? Like he was dunking on motherfuckers all year when he finally started getting minutes. So I ain't finna sit there and say none of these dudes gonna be better than Trey Murphy. I got to see it first because Trey Murphy was a dog when he started getting time.
But I'm saying last year, y'all didn't even see Trey Murphy, and y'all was already giving them the starting role. But these players, they got this pretty much this. Like you said, he's athletic. Yeah, John Davis isn't athletic, but Ben Mathurin is also athletic too. Yeah, and the difference between them two, Trey Murphy. I mean, and they don't shoot the ball as well as Trey Murphy, but they don't shoot it as bad as.
But everything like what he does on both ends, like so. He's already a better defender than both of them, and he's a better.
They say Johnny Davis and he get rebounds. Johnny Davis is a good defender.
Hey, hold on, Johnny Davis.
And Trey Murphy was a very excellent offensive rebounder last year. Like he was.
He was.
Hey, Johnny Davis is a shooting guard or a forward.
I think he's just a wing. Like I think he could be both. I don't think he's one of the others. I think
he's 6'6", so.
So he clarifies.
I don't know, bro. Hey, bro, that dude know how to put the ball in the hoop, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the type of dude we could just have on the court and give him the ball. And Jose and Nance, it's gonna be a good team.
But
look, and he played defense, Johnny Davis.
But you know who? Right. But again, you know who a lot of these dudes remind me of. That a lot of people they probably ain't gonna want to hear this. It sounds like a lot of no talk, like how big his bag was when he came in.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of.
That's the thing to me. Like I don't give a damn about all that extra shit. What can you do on an elite level that translates to the NBA? And the thing is, the reason why a lot of us was excited about Trey Murphy and said that he probably could start is because he was very, very good defensively and he could shoot the damn ball very, very well. So those are things that he does elite, not very good. He was elite at both of those. And he's
Johnny Davis look like Alonzo Ball. We don't need him.
No, he look like CJ McCollum to me. He look like
Alonzo Ball to me. He look like that type of cat, bro. With a better jump shot.
But I think here's the thing too. Like I think a lot of people kill Lonzo. Like my issue with Lonzo wasn't like he wasn't a terrible player. Like Lonzo Ball was a good player. It's just the issue was what we needed him to do, he could not give us. Like he could not attack the rim. He was not person to drive the basket. He was 3-pointer bust and play good defense. And we needed somebody that could take the pressure off of Zion and BI. He couldn't do that. That's why he flourished in Chicago. Like they don't need him to sit there and attack the rim because you got 3 dudes that can get their bucket at the rim and Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan and Vooch. So he's their fourth most important scorer. He was our third, and that was trash. That was terrible. So
boy, that boy Johnny Davis, wet boy.
Go ahead, James.
No, I was just saying, like, I think
no, but James, what do you think we need? Like, what do you think we need? I don't know if you. I don't think I heard you say that.
Okay, I just think we just need a basketball player. Like when I mean by that is when people talk about we need shooting around Zion and stuff like that because we was 28th in 3-point shooting. I think the thing that people don't realize is that we were 20th because of how poorly we started. That's not including the fact that we added CJ McCollum, that is 38% 3-point shooter. He's going to play. So he's going to start from the season. Trey Murphy wasn't getting a lot of runs, so his 3-point percentage didn't really affect our overall 3-point percentage that much. He's going to be better. He's going to be getting more play starting the season. I would expect Herb Jones 3-point percentage to increase, even though we'll be like 34% from three. Like that's not terrible, but it's a lot better than what he was in college. So I don't think it's got to be somebody that has to shoot a three. Like I don't think it has to be that. I think you need somebody that can go out there, obviously defend, and has high IQ basketball. Like there's just know how to play, and that's the thing I think that they nailed last year in the draft. You had three dudes that just knew how to play basketball: Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, and Jose Alvarado. Like they just knew what. Like Trey Murphy eventually he caught up, but Herb Jones knew where he needed to be when he needed to be there and got there in the hurry. Jose Alvarado understood what he needed to do. He needed to pick up dudes 94 feet, be a pest, and get up on them. And I think a lot of people don't give him credit. He was a very good orchestrator of the offense. When we talk about point guard, like he was a very good orchestrator as a second team point guard. Like he was very good at that. He did that with that Steve Nash. He would run up on the goal and then come back out and then reassess and do things. So I don't think that it has to be. That's why I don't like AJ Griffin. Like AJ Griffin, the only thing he can do is shoot. He don't do nothing else. Like so, I don't want him. But I like Dyson Daniels. I like Ben Mathurin. Like Ben Mathurin, like you said, he could be a good defender, but he got a whole bunch more in his repertoire where he's not only just a shooter, he can't put the ball at the rim, he can't facilitate, he's very athletic. He does have all of those skill sets. I think the perfect guy to get though, which I don't think he'll be there at 8, is Keegan Murray. I like Jeremy Sohan. Jeremy Sohan, damn near, I think he like 6'10", 7'2" wingspan that can shoot the ball and play very, very good defense and all that stuff. He's a good guy. You know, I think those 3 to 4 guys, I don't really care too much for Johnny Davis, honestly. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just not really impressed with Johnny Davis. But other than that,
I understand that.
Yeah, I'm just not impressed with him. But I think other than that,
yeah, he light skinned. That's why he ain't supposed to be a first.
I didn't know Johnny Davis. I thought Johnny Davis was going to dark skin. Brian, well, who I'm thinking about? Is
I don't know.
light skin?
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
I know Jeremy Sohan is light skinned and Dyson Daniels is too. But those are the players that and plus I think when everybody keep bringing up the whole point guard situation, there's no real true point guard in this draft that you can draft that high enough anyway. And I don't think a pure point guard gonna help you this year anyway. Like anybody that you draft this year is not really somebody that you say that's going to help us this year. This is like 2 or 3 years down the road type of stuff that you worry about making sure they can do. The other thing is that if you think about those teams that are point guard heavy, like the Suns, there's a reason why the Suns got their ass put out in the playoffs is because they doubled Devin Booker because he's their primary scorer and CP3 don't want to score. So like, hey, you old and you don't want to score. So guess what? We finna make your ass work. And he got burnt out after the second game, and then they were trashed the rest of the way. Same thing with Luka with the Dallas Mavericks. Those Eurocentric, one player got to get everybody going. Once you chop his head off, it's a wrap for everybody else.
Right.
Yeah, that's the philosophy of the Pels, though. The philosophy of the Pels is to use multiple guys that can handle that. They can bring the ball up so you can't proverbially chop their heads off. But you're absolutely right. Suns build old school there, Brother James, with a facilitator at the top. And even though he's one of the best, he's still old. And like you said, he gets everybody. He sets the table for everybody, man. And the Pelicans kind of exposed that. and then Dallas just took it to another level on their ass. So I mean, but let me get this. We go out there in the stream, fam. Let me get everybody's final takes on where do you think we would need to go in the draft with they pick. Brother James, you threw out Ben Mathurin. You talked about you didn't like Johnny Davis, but who you I know Keegan Murray is. I like Keegan, but I don't think he's gonna be. He's damn sure ain't gonna be there. If he knew, that'd be a big surprise. But I don't think he'd be there. But who are you picking? You the GM of the Pelicans. Who's the guy at 8 you got?
To me, it's between Dyson Daniels and Ben Mathurin. To me, at least, they on the same tier. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. I think it's just more about like what do you like the most. I think Dyson Daniels has a lot of that Josh Giddey, Lonzo Ball, being able to push the ball up the court.
The same thing too about him when I seen this game. Josh Giddey.
Like he's tall, lanky. He has the two. He's probably the best defender. Well, not the best defender. I think Keegan Murray probably the best defender. But outside of Keegan Murray, he's probably the best defender coming into the draft. Like that's what they say. If he don't do nothing else, he gonna play defense, right? His shot is not good. But again, that's the reason why you got Fred Vincent. Like if you want to sit there and help fix his shot, he could be something special. He could be someone that, adds to that on the second team where you have Jose that can distribute the ball. Then you also have Dyson Daniels that can distribute the ball. You still have that whole field that you have on the first team where you have multiple big guys that can, or 6'6" plus and above guys that can orchestrate the offense, right? And I think Dyson Daniels is that person that can do that same thing. Ben Mathurin, I just like his athleticism and his aggressiveness to attack the rim. I say this, between the two, I think Dyson Daniels is a good player that you can have that's going to be on your second team, somebody that's going to be on your team for a while that can help come in, defend, and do things. I think, but between him and Ben Mathurin, I think Ben Mathurin may be the one that has the higher upside as far as like, if you're going to look for a CJ replacement at some point, I think between the two, Ben Mathurin has that stronger possibility to be that person. So I guess I would go with Ben Mathurin if I had the 8th pick at that point.
All right, thank you, brother Jay. Appreciate you, bro.
And look, I'm looking at the highlights right now, Big Q, and I looked at all them dudes y'all are damning, and I got to go with Ben Mathurin too. Y'all say Mathurin, and I'm gonna keep it Louisiana. I'm gonna say Mathurin.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with me too. That's what I was thinking too, because I feel like that's the one piece we needed. Like we got a point guard in either Cairo or Jose. We got them two. We just need a 2 guard. I think that's what we're missing is a 2 guard that could just get the ball and just score and just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody.
Look, I'm looking at that dude, boy. That dude get buckets, boy. Ben Mathurin.
Yeah, he do. And I feel like he could do that easily in the second unit, like because Jose gonna be looking to pass it to somebody, and also what's his name? Larry Nance is also gonna be looking to find somebody, born to pick and roll with somebody.
And then that little dude, Ben Mathurin, he aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He gonna try to get his own bucket. He don't be looking for nobody to get him no bucket.
I think
that's what I'm saying. That's what we need.
Yeah. I will say this too that I like about Ben Mathurin game is that the moment he goes off screen, it's like he pull up as a wrap. Like that's the thing that I think outside of CJ, and I think that's what Trey Murphy is working on his skill set. Like you don't have them dudes for the most part that if you just give him an ounce of space, he gonna pull it up and bust you in your face with it. And I think Ben Mathurin is one of them dudes that just had that game where like all he need is an inch. And it's a wrap.
Man, this is gonna be fun, man. Watching the rest of this go down, man, in the draft. We got a little time on the way, man, but we'll be back doing these more mock drafts.
Hey, when the draft is?
What is it? The 24th?
24th? I think the end of the close to the end of this month. Let's see.
All right.
I think it's the 24th of this month. Let me get your date on there. Hold on.
I got the pill.
It's on the
23rd. Yeah, 23rd.
23rd. It's on the
all right.
It's on a Thursday.
All right, I gotta pay attention to it. So let me see. I'm gonna be at work that night, but I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be all in my phone.
Yep.
I will say this real quick. I don't see the Pelicans trading back though. Like a lot of people bringing up trading back.
But look, bro, it's possible for them people to trade that pick away. I mean, I'll trade up.
No, yeah, that trading up I think is more of a possibility than trading back.
Yeah.
I think after 10, I think there's a huge drop off, and this draft is just weak as hell. Like I don't think
I don't think they're gonna go back. They're gonna go back. If anything, they're gonna go up and try to get somebody.
I think that if it's gonna be two people that I see them trading up for, Keegan Murray or Jaden Ivey is the two people that I think that they try to trade up for.
Look, the Pelicans will pick a duck. You know what I'm saying? Like they pick the Lakers and get that same deal that the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna hurt us like it hurt the Lakers. You see what I'm saying? We can give up a number 1 pick and that eight pick that we got this year to move up and get in like the top 2 or the top 3, top 5 or some shit like that, bro, and get somebody that's nice.
Yeah, cause I think they still got 4 more picks that's not theirs left to trade. Like I think they still got
and then don't we got a whole bunch of picks next year?
No, next year's a swap. Next year is depending on who. Like we got our pick, and then if the Lakers is worse than ours, we have the right to then choose the best of the pick. So let's say we're good, we make the playoffs, we got the 25th pick, and the Lakers have the 15th pick, then we can make the Lakers swap. Say, well, we'll take that 15, y'all can have the 25.
Yeah, hey, boy, them people fleece the Lakers, man. God damn, boy, what the hell David Griffin over there doing, bro?
I say this. He just didn't fleece the Lakers. You know who he fleeced the hell out of?
Who?
Portland Trailblazers. That's who the hell he fleeced.
Yeah, he fleeced them too.
He said that shit. I don't know. He the only dude I know that chop up a draft pick 3 ways. Like that man is a war criminal. Like
but DC hate him. You know, DC and them hate David Griffin, but David Griffin is a clown, boy. He did that clowning people, bro, with them contracts. I'm telling you.
The octopus.
Doc Ock.
Big key with Doc Ock.
Yeah, Doc Ock.
It was warranted though. It was warranted though. He was making some questionable ass moves at the time.
But look, how it look right now, the moves he made. How they look right now.
Say, bro.
They look A1.
Supposed to do. I mean, what you want me to tell you?
Yeah, but the moves look A1 right now. The moves he made back in the G.
The move was to get out. The move his ass out the way to let Trajan and the rest of them.
Oh man, there you go with that shit there. Boy,
wasn't that what he did?
Why you can't get that man his props? Why you can't get that man his props?
I gave him his props. I told him he did the right thing by staying out.
Okay. All right. If it would be for David Griffin, we would have that 8th pick right now.
I will say this. I think David Griffin is good. I think David Griffin is good at making deals.
Decisions. Right.
Yeah. Trey Lane is better at talent acquisition. Not talent acquisition.
But David Griffin, David Griffin got to be a Jew or something. Huh? He Jewish?
All right. Well, I'm on. Yo, you got to be cute.
All right, bro. Thank you,
I'm
brother.
telling you.
All right, really appreciate you, bro, for chiming.
Yeah,
in,
I try to. Hey, look,
bro,
what I say.
Make sure you send that on, bro, for that Josiah, man. Cash at me that.
I got it.
All right, so with that being said, fam, I'm gonna peace y'all out on that. I love y'all, man. Y'all keep y'all heads up, fam. Y'all have a fantastic Saturday, and we're gonna get at you later. Go.
Yeah, we out here.
Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. So check out the Pro Shop and Who That too. TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelican, LSU Tigers, and even the top flight boxing. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.